130 years ago, 7 men gathered in Broken Hill and dared to think big. The company they created was BHP, the big Australian. Imagine what we could all achieve if we continue to think big.
Benko, I found some important people in the crowd today. We've got Todd Greenberg from the NRL. Todd, Where There's a Will Foundation is a great foundation, and they've put on a great performance here today. Welcome to Group 21. How have you seen it so far?
Well, it's really nice to be here. Nice to be here in regional New South Wales, and a reminder, I think, that rugby league has a very important part in local communities, and no better example than this today, really.
Scone, hat off to Mick Reynolds, who you've obviously met, who's put on today's performance. He's an employee of BHP, Tracy being one of our major sponsors. All the hard work that's gone in today, it's just a reflection on how strong country rugby league is at the grassroots.
Yeah, and look, I'd add to that by saying that the issues around mental illness and mental health are across our communities far and wide, and so what rugby league has the ability to do is work really hard to use the profile and the reach of the sport to make a difference. And today it's a really simple message. You know, if you're going through a difficult period, put your hand up, because putting your hand up is a sign of strength, not a sign of weakness. And I think the sport of rugby league has an ability to reduce the stigma and really help a local community like this one that's been through an incredible tragedy. And hopefully the efforts of today make sure we never go through that again.
And all the positive education courses they've done, and recently with all the players are actually putting their hand up for a course at the end of the season as well, which is fantastic. I've got to ask you a question though. You've overseen the NRL, our referees here. Have you seen anything like it in other country rugby league? Because I think we've got top-notch referees here in our group.
You know what? It's really important that you actually talk about match officials and referees, because at the very elite level, they are under the greatest attack probably they've ever been, whether that's through digital and social media, through crowds, or even through the game itself, through coaches and players. But one thing I can assure you is the game won't kick off today unless those referees are out there and ready to go. So they deserve a real pat in the back for the job they do in our sport.
Exactly. Yeah, Tracy, BHP is a major sponsor of Group 21. You've got to be very proud of what you're seeing here. First rugby league game you've been to, and all the hard work that's gone into the season for the face of BHP. What's your thoughts of the day?
Absolutely. I mean, I expected to see a good crowd here today. Certainly the crowd is double the size to what I expected. And to work for a company that's putting sponsorship towards such a great cause, to help encourage mental illness awareness and to help people speak up about their feelings is first class. And the community that has got behind this today, including the parents and Mick himself, is outstanding. And it's a very proud moment to be representing the company, to be part of it.
And Mick being an employee of Mount Arthur as well, it's a real happy story there for Mount Arthur at BHP.
100%. When Mick first approached me about coming today to be a part of this and seeing the passion and enthusiasm that he has as an employee and the work that he's put forward really touches the hearts and minds of everybody. Mick's very passionate and very, very proud to be part of BHP, and to bring us along the journey with him is very special.
Well, we thank you both for coming along. It's been a great day, and I'm sure you're going to see a great spectacle for first grade.
Looking forward to it.
Very much so. Thanks very much. And certainly a big call out to Mick and all the organisers for today. And on behalf of BHP, thanks for letting us be part of today.
No problem. Thank you, Tracy from BHP. Now, Todd, we'll see you again tomorrow at the Aberdeen-Singleton game. That's going to be another fiery one.
Yeah, I've heard both games I'm watching this weekend will be great. So, as I said, great pleasure to be here. Being in such a strong rugby league community is fantastic. So looking forward to watching some footy.
And I'm pretty sure BHP, as a major sponsor, are happy to have you up here. And we invite you to come back at any time and join us at Country Rugby League.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
The crowd, I think they've got a little nervous. Beautiful. Jason Brooks. Adam Reynolds, 4. Nick, the run-up. Yeah, what booked he say? Just get under it? Ah. Yeah, just here, Nick. Just here. Yeah, we might be here for a while. First graders might want to have a rub down. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, Equilor from Scone, Mick. Thanks very much, mate.
Thank you very much, mate.
Has he got any hope of kicking this?
Yeah. He was going well this morning, but I got into his head. He doesn't know whether he's a toe poker or around the corner kicker, and he's in the head, mate. He's mixed up.
He's gone. He's gone. He has kicked it. And he's done his penny. All right, at this stage, Sure going good. Come on, Mick. You got the board of directors, mate. They're not going to be happy. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, offshore, insurance, it's going. Super, all those things. And Equilor from Muswellbrook, Mick O'Brien. Both these boys live in Scone. Equilor from Muswellbrook, local solicitors. No, he's gone. I'll just interview him if you don't. Can I speak to you first, Jay? What happened, mate?
Pressures alert.
No dramas at all.
Sandy letters.
No pressure, Mick. You miss it, you lose. She's all square. Jason. No dramas, Jason. No wins, mate. Come on, Jason. Out of his misery, mate. Put him out of his misery. The crowd, deadly silence, please. This is the biggest crowd Brooksy's ever kicked in front of. Very steady. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? They both spoke to each other. I'm going to have a talk to them here. They both psyched themselves out of that. Ladies and gentlemen, due to injury to Jason, the boys are going to fall in the draw, and they're going to go halves in the money. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Big effort. Offshore and Equilor. Don't forget them. You know the solicitor? You were, mate. You were. Well, just find out what happened, mate. Nothing? Actually, to be honest, mate, it was pathetic.
Look, it's a great pleasure that Michael and I are able to help out such a worthy cause, and that's why we're here today, where there's a will. Come in, Michael. Michael, come in on this one question, please. But thank you very much. It's testament to where there's a will, the crowd we have here today. Thanks so much for all your attendance. Tom Greenberg from the head of the NRL has come up. Thank you very much. And also to Michael, have the last word as you normally do.
I'd like the crowd to give themselves a warm round of applause for supporting us today. Put your hands together. And more importantly, I'd like to thank the Scone Rugby League and Muswellbrook Rugby League supporters and committee for getting behind Hilton and Pauline Carrigan, two wonderful people the wonderful legacy that they have created with Where There's a Will, and we should all get behind and support it, and thank you very much for your support today. The reason we called it a draw is that Jason has pulled a cartilage, which has gone to his hamstring, and so the winner was not conversion kicking today, ladies and gentlemen, but Where There's a Will. Thank you very much. Well done, boys, and remember, ladies and gentlemen, Equi-Law, Solicitors, Offshore, Insurance, Superannuation. Well done, boys, good effort. Great crowd with us this afternoon, which should be a great first grade between Scone and Muswellbrook.
Yeah, Mick, it's Benko, mate. I've got to take my hat off you for the effort today, not only from yourself, but I know that you've got a truckload of fellow volunteers here today, and let me just congratulate yourself and all the people involved in the Where There's a Will day up here today. It is absolutely magnificent. I'm looking to my left out here behind the goalpost. The crowd over on the far side, mate, and it's a tremendous day, one that you can be very proud of, mate.
Thanks, Benko. Thanks for the kind words. But like you said, it's been a team effort, you know what I mean? Like, just because I've had a couple of connections in the group, it was easy for me to sort of just ask a favour off a few guys, you know, especially the Muswellbrook blokes, you know, like Halo blokes I used to play with. And they've been fantastic, you know what I mean? Whilst I'm enormously proud today, Benko, to be a Scone person and a Scone thoroughbred, I'm more proud of the Upper Hunter Valley for getting behind this. As we know, Muswellbrook had their they had a heap of drama at the start of the year, and it's created a bond between Scone and Muswellbrook. We'll always be rivals on the field, but now it's just created a bond that I don't think it'll ever be broke, mate. I have in 40, 50 years. We're still playing the Where There's a Will round. It's a great cause. We need to talk about it, Benko, you know what I mean? Us men especially. We can't just rely on the girls to nurture us. We've got to talk to one another. You played a bit of footy, mate. Once you stop talking on the footy field, you virtually can kiss the game away. Well, it's the same.
Absolutely. Mick, we're spoon-fed. As male adults, we're spoon-fed by our better halves nearly every second of the day. But you hit the nail on the head there. We should not be afraid to talk out and speak out if we have some issues. There's no question that probably more so as men, we hold it in. We hold way too much in, and the more we talk about it, there's no shame. And then in speaking up. And the other thing you mentioned there, Mick, was yes, the Muswellbrook Club in general had their own tragedy early in the season as well through young Jai Taylor, and it hit the club very hard. And then also with young Will. And I can't echo your sentiments enough in terms of how the Muswellbrook Club and the Scone Club. You did say we've been rivals since I started up here in 1979 as a junior when the Cleel boys were here, and we've been great rivals on and off the park for many years. And I would love to see that continue, Mick. And what you said was so true.
Yeah, mate. Exactly, Benko. Like I said, and it's created something now that the foundation's been set. I don't think, looking around today, you won't get a better foundation for what we're trying to achieve. Moving forward, how the Where There's a Will game will be in the future, well, that's up for discussion, but it will be happening every year, no matter what. It will be happening in one shape or form. And I said to the players when I give the Muswellbrook boys their jumpers, or Hilton give the Muswellbrook boys their jumpers, I said, today's the first day. There's nothing like, playing your first game or winning your first grand final. For them boys to be playing in the very first Where There's a Will game, they'll never forget this day.
Absolutely.
And the other thing I'm proud about is the way the players have got on board. As you know, Benko, when we were young blokes, you looked up to the blokes that were out in the field. Well, you look at all these kids that are here now today, they're looking up to the Dylan Thorns, to the Timmy Smiths, to the Cade Bonies, you know what I mean? And if them boys can talk about their issues and if they've got any, or help their mates, even if you listen, Benko, to what a mate's telling you.
Absolutely.
It needs to happen, mate. We can't be afford to be losing good citizens more than anything else. Both them young Jai was a lovely young kid and a talented footballer. Will Carrigan Mate, Will Carrigan's the sort of kid you want knocking on the door to take your daughters out, you know what I mean?
Yes,
He's just
yes.
a lovely kid,
Yes.
and we can't afford to be losing good citizens like that.
No.
And if this helps in any way, shape or form, it's an easy cause
Yeah.
to assist, mate.
I echo those sentiments indeed. Reggie?
Yeah, look, I just want to ask you, did you anticipate today being so big? We had discussed it, but I look around here and it's reminiscent of a grand final.
I said exactly the same thing when we drove back in from Murrurundi, you know, to drive in through the gates there and see this many people there on both sides of the road, like Muswellbrook and Scone people. And look at this here, mate. You wouldn't get any better than that. Them young kids running out with their heroes.
Fantastic.
It's great to see. Muswellbrook doing the same in a minute. Thanks to everyone up there too, Banco. Thanks to you and Reggie too and them. All the media has been fantastic. Chic up there doing a great job. Like I said, as soon as I've asked someone to help, they've been there with bells on, and I can't think is all enough.
Well done, Mick.
great cause, mate.
Great effort, mate.
Thanks, boys. Tough.
Well, the Scone Thoroughbreds, as Mick clearly pointed out, have taken the field in their jumpers, and now what a great sight here right now. Bailey Taylor, the captain of the under-18s, has led the Muswellbrook Rams onto the field, and what a great gesture. Bailey Taylor is a fullback today. He played all but 5 minutes of the under-18s game. It was great to see Bailey lead the Muswellbrook Rams out onto the paddock. And these two teams will come together now. And I don't like to say in rivalry, Chic or Reggie, but they'll come as it's a bond.
No, it is, mate. It's going to be great to see these guys line up here with each other. They've just kicked balls out into the crowd. Like I said, it's reminiscent of grand final day. I can't commend Mick Reynolds, Andrea Burns, Pauline Carrigan, Hilton Carrigan, all the people involved. I couldn't keep going because there's been that many people involved in making today happen. Special thanks to Rod Thompson from the Chronicle. He's done a fantastic job in promoting this. He's here, he does it on his own time. And Polly Yule as well. She's done a fantastic job.
Yep, and I'm just watching Liam Dunn and Cade Boney go through and shake every Scone player's hands. There's Donna Taylor there.
Yeah, you got Todd.
It's hard to keep your emotions in check right now.
Todd Greenberg's there too, mate.
He's standing between Joey and Jesse and Mark Bassini, our two referees that were up here earlier. What a great picture that is! Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
You couldn't ask for a better day, mate. The weather's been perfect. The games have been played in good spirit. It's a true reflection of our group, and I think that once this hits social media, people will see the value of being in Group 21. You see Mitch Taylor, Darren Taylor, Donna Taylor and Bailey, of course, there. Very highly emotionally charged for the Muswellbrook side, and equally for Hilton. Paul leads there. Andrea Burns, who does the Where There's a Will from up here in Scone, and, of course, a Will's sister. So,
what a great photo that is.
And look at the man that's standing back. He doesn't have to be in the media. Mick Reynolds back down here. He should be out there. He's a key to what is happening.
I think everyone knows, Reggie, that Mick has put in countless hours to assist in getting this day together. And that photo right there will be one that I will never forget. What a great photo.
Look at that photo, the opportunity there. Darren Taylor and Donna Taylor giving their son Bailey massive kiss and cuddle before he takes the field. She's very emotionally charged. Of course, they're my neighbours, as you know.
Yes, I do.
And they've been through some hard times, but I can tell you, if there's a silver lining, that's them being so positive and sticking together and getting the community behind this. So I take my hat off to them and joining Hilton and also Pauline in this effort. I've just got to find my little assistant now before kickoff.
Have we got the... We know the Muswellbrook side, Reggie. I'm not too sure about all the reserves down.
They're written down underneath that pad over there on your left.
Yeah, we'll grab it. It's all good. We'll wing it. What we can do, the kickoff is just about to start here, and I want to echo just before we kick off here. I just want to echo what a great afternoon this has been up here, and it is dead set grand final scenes up here in terms of the crowd, and congratulations and a job magnificently done by one and all involved in today. It is something I'll never forget. So the Rams will be kicking off to start this game. A couple of good, strong sides here. We commentated last week. Aberdeen defeated Scone in a bit of an upset last week, and Scone won't want to be cop 2 in a row going to a minor semi. And here is a young boy of Austin. Gets the ball off the kickoff and gets out to the 20-metre line, hitting a good tackle there by Rowie Pottinger and Andrew Pritchard. He's Wicks at dummy half. They get out to the 30. Huey Bartholomew had an absolute blinder last week. Gets that ball on to, that's not Isaac Austin, Reggie. I haven't got that side there, that boy there. Scone getting the ball here. Sam Taylor. Sam Taylor puts the ball down. Bailey Taylor's going to retrieve it. It's gone backwards. He's fell on the ball. Courageous performance from young Bailey Taylor. The ball went sideways and then he received the ball and he's made it. He ran great 20 metres from Bailey. There's some players offside to Jesse Rudder's left. I'll remind him about that later. Daniel Ellis gets the ball and he's hit and flipped over. Bit of a dangerous tackle and well seen by Jesse Rudder. That'll be a good pressure relieving now penalty to the Muswellbrook Rams. 45 out from their own line. This will go deep into the Scone half. I see Jared Wicks. Different to the program, Jared Wicks is the hooker. Gary McKeon is the 5'8". Thought he was familiar. And that kick was an absolute humdinger. The ball into the Muswellbrook, 25 metres out from the Scone line. Liam Dunn gets the ball there. Here's the Muswellbrook's first attack. Straight inside the 20. Onto Rowan Pottinger, as always, takes the ball up, hitting a wall of Scone defenders. One of them was Jake Bailey. The other one was Austin. Corey Holman at dummy half gets a ball to Cade Boney. Cade Boney gives a cut-out pass on to Bailey Taylor, who shoots a long pass over the top to Daniel Ellis. He's only 1 metre out. Jacob Ellis, his brother at dummy half. Jacob Ellis looking for a long ball. Reggie Saunders goes through as a decoy. Cade Boney, long pass out to Andrew Pritchard. He had players on his outside. He does. He gives it now to Ewan Bartholomew. 15 metres out to Liam Dunn. On to Zach Webb. Zach Webb over to Lenny Craft. Lenny Craft's going to dive. He get the ball down. I think he's dropped it.
He's dropped it.
He's dropped the ball as he went to put the ball down. He was only a metre out. He did a bit of fancy footwork, Lenny Craft, and he got around his first man, but certainly the Scone defence just absolutely zeroed in on him. And here we go. Isaac Austin. No, is that Isaac or that's Tyler?
That's Isaac.
14, John Johnson. 15, Tyler Austin. 16, Jake Collison. 17, Cody McCarthy.
Very fast this first 5 minutes of the game, mate.
2, Lenny Craft. 3, Zach Webb. 4, Jacob Ellis. 5, Daniel Ellis.
We'll just wait till our grand announcer gets this through. Here's Isaac Austin, the lanky front row. He's been playing lock in recent weeks. He's hitting a good tackle there by 3 Muswellbrook defenders. Corey Holman down low on his own 40-metre line. Jared Wicks with the ball. Gives the ball out to Sam Taylor. Sam Taylor, oh! Went down. Here we go. Huey Bartholomew went for one of his very, very famous intercepts. He was only millimetres from grasping that ball and racing 40 metres to score, but he unfortunately dropped it. So it'll be a Scone thoroughbred scrum about 43 metres out from their own line. That could have been dangerous. You and Bartholomew, you've got to be very careful when you pass the ball. If Cade Boney or you and Bartholomew are between you and the receiver. Here's the ball. Goes out to Gary McKeon. Gary McKeon tackling a good one-on-one tackle with Bailey Taylor and Reggie Saunders just shy of halfway. Here's James Everly. James Everly runs towards the defence, hitting a good tackle from Corey Holman. He brushed off Cade Boney, who came back for a second stint. Jared Wicks at dummy half, right on the halfway. Isaac Austin, pressure pass. He goes through one. Rowan Pottinger was there. That's Suckley. Suckley goes to the line. He hits a good short ball onto Sam Taylor, backing up from 20 metres out, and he goes around and scores under the post. Big effort from Wes Suckley.
Yeah, great flat ball too from Austin. Just to
what
tip
a
on
great
there.
ball.
Look, fantastic effort.
Wes Suckley, he went through one tackle as if Rowan pushed off Rowan Pottinger if he wasn't even there. And once again, the Rams will find themselves down. A big confidence builder there for the Scone Thoroughbreds. 4-0 after only 4.5 minutes. Big effort there. They look good too, Scone. Full of running. None better than Wes Suckley. Captain coach, he just took that ball on, went straight through fickle defence. What a great unload to Sam Taylor, who was supporting him at the 20-metre line. Big effort. And what a way to start the match for Scone to get off to an early. He won't miss this, Sam Taylor, so it's going to be a 6-0 lead on a very, very special day indeed here at Scone Park. Reggie, it was great to see in that pre-match. I really thought the.
Mate, I've just been pointing out, sorry to cut you off. Can you see the drone up that high hovering over just below that plane?
Who
That's
is
great.
that?
We don't know who's got it. That's what we've just been asked by the organisers of today. But
well, it's got
fantastic.
a red and a blue light on it. I can see that. There is a drone. It's straight over the light
mate,
tower.
Sorry, just a bit of, to digress a little bit. That's fantastic.
I wonder if everyone else has spotted it. What I was going to say is it was fantastic to see Toddy Greenberg standing in that photo shoot with our referees. So big congratulations for Todd Greenberg to make the effort to come up here on such a special day. Here's the kickoff, and Gary McKeon fields that ball, gives it off to Isaac Austin. And you know what, Reggie? I don't want to say too much, but Isaac Austin's had a fantastic year.
Yeah, well, Rookie of the Year last year too, you got to remember. So
oh, goodness.
He's backed it up with a fantastic season. He'll probably take another hit up here. You watch.
Man, it's very, very difficult to put down. Here's Gary McKeon, shows inside to JJ Apthorpe, and Apthorpe's hit on 29 metres out from his own line, and Corey Holman was hurt making that tackle. Reggie Saunders over the top with Dylan Thorne. Here's Isaac Austin, another big run. Shrugs off one, shrugs off two. One of them again was Rowan Pottinger. Liam Dunn, a little bit sluggish there, getting him down, but he makes his way to the 40-metre line. Here's Sam Taylor. Sam Taylor kicks the ball left-footed down into the corner. Is fielded by Daniel Ellis, who's slipped, but he fielded the ball really well. Long pass out to Bailey Taylor. Bailey Taylor gets a ball on his own 12-metre line. He makes it out just shy of the 20, and he spilt the ball, but Jesse Rudder's found a penalty. Raked, he says. Lucky 50-50 call goes to the Muswellbrook Rams there. They did not want to turn that over so early in the tackle count. I see Daniel Ellis is being asked by Gus Mather if he's okay. He did slip in that tackle, but he retrieved the ball.
How good is it to be able to see the Scone numbers?
Unbelievable.
It makes it easier.
Much better. Better jumper, Scone. Here's Reggie Saunders taking the ball up. First run of the game, big Reggie. He's hit just shy of halfway. He unloads to Jacob Ellis, who's got plenty of speed down the sideline. Beats one, beats two, gives it side to Cade Boney. He's cackled. Only right on hard just by Jared Wicks. 22 metres out from the Scone line. Goes to Jacob Ellis, on to Dylan Thorne. Muswellbrook full ball here. Here's Dylan Thorne. He's running towards a try line. He scored a great try. What a good comeback from the Muswellbrook Rams, Reggie.
Yeah, most definitely, mate. Fantastic try. Jacob Ellis with his vision down that sideline.
Well, it wasn't just him. I've got to give Reggie Saunders a rap. Yep. He unloaded. He had three players hanging off him right on the halfway line. He found a way to unload to Jacob Ellis, who showed tremendous leg speed to get the ball down the sideline. He was tiptoeing down the touchline. He found Cade Boney on his inside. What a great try. Great hit back by the Muswellbrook Rams.
Well, what about what Mick Reynolds said in our interview when we're talking to him? It's the players like Dylan Thorne that the young kids look up to. He threw him around, and Dylan Thorne, we've just seen it then. I hope Muswellbrook's retained him for next year. That's all I'm going to take, because he's great attribute to the
club,
the group.
Well, it'd be a smart move if they did, and we'll leave it at that. If goodness me, certainly been the buy of the season, Dylan Thorne. Bailey Taylor with the kick for goal. Interesting to note. Here he is. He moves in to try and make it 6-all. That he does. Well done, BT.
Mate, he's one of your under 18s too. So.
Well, it's interesting. That's what I was a bit shocked, because he won't kick for us. He's left that role up to Paulie Dengate in the under 18s. It's very interesting, but he's left himself open now. But he'll be kicking next week. I'll give you the tip in the major semi.
As a kicker, I wasn't the best kicker, but that is the most frustrating thing. He's had to run all the way back down. The hooker didn't drop.
Silly. Here we go. Here's Ewan Bartholomew collecting the ball on his own goal line there off the kickoff. He gives the ball on to Rowan Pottinger. Rowan Pottinger's
He loves it, doesn't he?
He loves the tough stuff, Rowan Pottinger. He makes his way out to the 12-metre line. Ewan Bartholomew at dummy half looks for a gap himself. Runners were slow, so he thought, I'll go myself. He's made his way outside the 20. Zach Webb's going to go off himself for a little run from dummy half. He does. Jinx one way, goes the other. Hitting a good three-man tackle. Isaac Austin over the top. He's feeding him like a spider, Isaac Austin. He's all over you. Another good tackle, JJ Apthorpe there and Jared Wicks. Zach Webb looks like he might have hurt himself in that tackle, just shy of the 40. Rowan Pottinger tips it on to Cade Boney. Long cut-out pass to Jacob Ellis, looking for room to move. He goes one way, goes the other. Is he tackled into touch, Reggie? No, just short. It's a last. What are they going to do? Ball goes long to Cade Boney. Cade Boney, big left foot midfield bomb. He's belted in the tackle by Jared Wicks after he kicked it. And Kyle Wiltshire, is that Kyle Wiltshire, Reggie? He gets the ball. He tackled inside his own 20. Good kick chased by the Rams. One of them was Bailey Taylor. The other one was Corey Holman. And again, those two players are part of that next tackle there on the third, Scone 30. Here's the ball. Jared Wick gets the ball onto Wes Suckley. Wes Suckley, hard man to put down. He charges towards the 40. He's tackled there, and a good tackle by Rowan Pottinger. Didn't miss him this time. Isaac Austin hit after he passed it by Dylan Thorne. Lost ball. Isaac Austin tried to give a short pass to JJ Apthorpe, who spilt it. And good pressure by Dylan Thorne there, Reggie. Good pressure. Come up hard off the defensive line and put great pressure on Isaac Austin, who threw a pressure pass to JJ Apthorpe, who just could not grasp it.
Yeah, low percentage play in high traffic, so it could have pulled off. It did on the other side of things, but it's a 1 in 10 chance of happening.
Well, the Rams have got the ball now inside the Scone half. 45 out from the line. Cade Boney feeds a scrum out, long ball out to Zach Webb, who seems to have recovered from that little knock earlier. Ewan Bartholomew gets the ball, gives the ball for Liam Dunn's first run of the game. Liam Dunn charges through. He just gets to about 33 metres out from the Scone line. Holman at dummy half. Long ball out to Pottinger. I thought he was going to tip it on to Jeff Saruko, who's on the field now. I noticed someone's off. I think it is Andrew Pritchard. Andrew Pritchard's off. Jeff Saruko's on. Cade Boney gets the ball, gives the ball out to Reggie Saunders. Reggie Saunders on to Bailey Taylor, on to Daniel Ellis, who scores in the corner. Great try to the Muswellbrook Rams, Reggie. That was sensational effort by big Reggie Saunders. Geez, he can find a way to unload the ball.
Yeah, no, he's been very dominant in last week's game, and this week he's truly come into his own. That was reminiscent. I keep using the word reminiscent, but do you remember young Jackson Anshaw scoring that try last year in that corner, nearly exactly the same situation?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's brilliant to see that Reggie can unload a ball like that, and certainly those players like Cade Boney, Jacob Ellis can see the benefit of supporting Reggie. He's going to get a hand free, and on 2 occasions now he has unloaded it to good runners, those boys that I just mentioned. What a great try from Daniel Ellis. That man is very quick. I shouldn't say man, he's a young boy, and look, I had this conversation, Reggie, with Jacob at Thursday night training. I said, listen, tell me, who is the fastest, you or your brother? And he said, ask Daniel. And I thought, well, that's not an answer, but I think he might have wanted Daniel to admit that his brother Jacob is the quickest.
Well, look who's kicking for goal again.
Yes.
Hey?
Can he make it 12-6? He's kicked from the sideline. He's pushed it. It's starting to spray right a bit, but it's waved away. After just 14 minutes into this match, it's 10-6 to the Muswellbrook Rams here on the Where There's a Will Day. And Reggie, I think this crowd has grown over the last half an hour, mate.
Oh, most definitely. Like I said, you replicate last year's, or a couple of years ago, they had a semi-final here. It's the same crowd. This is a great cause and a great...
Unbelievable day.
It's great for Group 21, mate. I love it.
It's fantastic. Timmy Smith just kicks off there and down the throat of Ewan Bartholomew. Gives the ball to Rowan Pottinger again. A replica of last set when they took the ball out of their own red zone down here. Isaac Austin as part of that tackle. Corey Holman, dummy half, on to Jeff Saruko for his second run of the game. First run of the game, I should say. He's tackled 21 metres out from his own line. Good hit by JJ Apthorpe. And he's Liam Dunn. Liam Dunn gets the ball. He's tackled 30 metres out from his own line. Good quick play the ball. Holman goes off from dummy half. Gives it to Zach Webb. Zach Webb tackled 41 metres out from his own line, just shy of halfway. Holman again. Long ball out to Dylan Thorne. First receiver. I thought he was going to pass it off, but he doesn't. He muscles his way right onto the halfway line there on the last. Ball goes to Corey Holman, who goes down the blind side. He kicks the ball from dummy half, gives it to Timmy Smith, and Timmy Smith gets up over his own 30-metre line. Scone are very bunched there, Reggie. They look all over the shop. They're looking for runners, and Gary McKean, the 5'8", comes charging back towards the 40, hitting a good front-on tackle by Corey Holman. Here's Wes Suckley. He's trying to get his team motivated to go forward. He gets to the halfway line, hitting a good tackle from Sirico. Jesse Rudder has ran out of patience there. They've got to get off that tackle player a little bit quicker. A good, I think Scone will welcome that penalty.
I think it was the extra push when they're getting up.
Absolutely. Sam Taylor, who has kicked the ball into touch, he's found it. And Scone will have the tap restart at 35 metres out from the Muswellbrook line. Ball goes to Timmy Watson. Timmy Watson, that's his first run of the game, I think. They're only 30 metres out from the Rams line. The pressure is on. Here's Wes Suckley for another run. Jake Bailey was the first receiver. They haven't let Wes Suckley get past him on this occasion. It still took 3 to get him to ground. Here's Gary McKean. Gary McKean shows it one way, short pass into JJ Apthorpe. It was a flat pass. Had Timmy Smith out the back. There's a penalty going to go to the Scone Thoroughbreds for a bit of a high shot.
Just a bit high, yeah.
No, I think they were happy to give that penalty away and break the rhythm down. Here's Timmy Watson. Sorry, that's Jake Bailey. He's only about 2 metres out. Scone on the attack. Rams defence has to be strong. Wicks runs from dummy half, gives the ball over to Sam Taylor. Dummy's inside, goes outside, and Zach Webb falls off him. Does enough to slow him down, but Ewan Bartholomew finished off the tackle. Wicks at dummy half onto Isaac Austin. This boy is hard to take, but a great tackle from Corey Holman. Over the top was Jeffy Sirico. Scone 9 metres out. Wicks goes from dummy half, turns the ball back into Sam Taylor. He's hitting a great tackle from his call play the ball. I thought he might have got up and been allowed to play on. Here it is, 10 metres out. Gary McKean. Gary McKean runs across field, gives a side to JJ Apthorpe. He's full of running. What a great tackle there by Rowan Podger. Pulls him down 1 metre out. Wicks with the ball. Long pole to Sam Taylor. Sam Taylor, the kick over the top has just gone over Wiltshire's head. Geez, that was close, Reggie. I thought he might have jumped up and caught that ball, but it was a planned move.
Just a bit too much on that one. It was, there was no numbers out there for Muswellbrook. And look, had it worked, had it been just enough, it would have been Wiltshire in the corner.
Looked fantastic from here, let me tell you. Lenny Craft had come in off his wing as well, Reggie, and that ball only had to be a couple of metres short. And, he may have caught that and gone over for a try in the corner. Nevertheless, the play goes on, and Muswellbrook will get a set of 7. Here's Corey Holman, second play of the game. Rowan Pottinger hitting a shoulder charge, I saw, but good tackle from Jake Bailey. Jake Bailey been everywhere in defence at the moment. He's big Dylan Thorne takes the ball up on his own 40. Ball goes to Ewan Bartholomew, turns it back inside to Sirico. Sirico unloads back to Ewan Bartholomew. Beats one. He's grabbed on the jumper and he's slung to the ground. Still 40 out. The ball's gone backwards for mine. It was a bit loose. It was all over the shop, that ball there, Reggie. It could have went either way.
Yeah, most definitely. The Scone Thoroughbreds were appealing for a forward pass. It was marginal, but at the end of the day, they've dropped it anyway, so...
Well, the interesting thing there is that Scone's defence was very, very intense, and they forced Muswellbrook into a couple of errors there. They, I don't know why someone from Muswellbrook just didn't get the ball, go forward and play the ball. And that's set of 6. Gary McKean now with the ball off the scrum goes towards Bailey Taylor, and he's tackled overall by Cade Boney. Timmy Smith gets the ball, charges from dummy half. He gets to the Muswellbrook 30. There's no fullback at home because Bailey Taylor's in the first line of defence. Jeff Sirico there as well. Here's Isaac Austin, long ball out to Sam Taylor. Shows the ball. He goes one way, he goes out wider. Gives it on to Kyle Wiltshire's full of running. He's tackled on the line. Into touch by Lenny Craft. Only 10 metres out from the Rams line.
Yeah, he juggled it and dropped it as well. Not the best start to the game for Kyle Wiltshire. But Muswellbrook, full credit to Rowan Pottinger, mate. He has been phenomenal. He has hit that ball, and he's not scared to get belted or whatever the repercussions are for taking the ball so strongly into the line. The same as Wes Suckley. The battle between them two is going to be a fantastic one to watch.
Yeah. Young Rowie missed a couple of early tackles, especially one clear tackle on Wes Suckley that led to that Scone first try, but he's made up for that in great style there. Here's Zach Webb on the Muswellbrook 20, gets a ball runs the ball under Jacob Ellis. Jacob Ellis onto his brother. His brother Jacob is telling him to go infield. Not a lot of young Daniel Ellis. He needs to go infield, and he does so. He obeys his brother's orders. Cade Boney, first receiver. Long ball out to Pottinger, and he's hitting a good tackle there by Timmy Watson. Ball and all tackle. Slams him down with the help of Isaac Austin as well. Here's Dylan Thorne running on the edge. Goes out wide. About just shy of halfway. Looks to unload it. He does. Onto Holman. Onto Cade Boney. Cade Boney does that famous left foot step off him and gets over the halfway line. They're all in the ruck there. There's a bit of a melee, and Jesse Rudder is not happy with that indeed, and calls a penalty towards the Rams. That will help them a great deal. Scone really slack in that area there, in that ruck area there. They should have got out of that, but they've given a penalty away. So Muswellbrook will be right into the attack here, Reggie.
Do you know what I've realised, and I'll just point it out to you, last weekend Joey Butler commentated a game earlier on in the piece, and he was more relaxed, and the explanation. Jesse Rudder helped us commentate earlier, and he does look relaxed in the game and let the game flow.
Must be our company.
I think we might have to do it every weekend.
It must be our company. Well, here we go. The Rams are on the attack. Liam Dunn's tackle, 21 metres out. Bit of a sloppy play, the ball. Rowan Pottinger gets the ball off the ruck, and he's tackled 20 metres out from the Scone line. Jeff Sirico, first receiver out there. He's going to tip it on to Dylan Thorne. He doesn't. He goes behind to Cade Boney, looking for Daniel Ellis in the corner. Daniel Ellis is looking for the ball. Has he got it? No, he doesn't. He dives, and it just beats him over the dead ball.
Just millimetres, mate. Just millimetres. He's hurt himself.
Daniel Ellis is hurt, has he? He's in the corner there, and his brother Jacob is trying to get him up, which hasn't helped because they're now two players down in the defensive line. Jesse Rudder hasn't seen that. If Scone swung it wide here, they got two players out of the play, Muswellbrook. Daniel is down, hurt, and brother Jacob is certainly concerned, to say the least.
He's calling for the trainers to get down there. It's right in front of the Scone old boys too.
Yep, they'll be showing no sympathy whatsoever. Gary McKean for Scone takes the ball up towards his own 40, hitting a good tackle from Sirico and Reggie Saunders. Joe Ricks goes from dummy half, and he's grabbed by the collar by Reggie Saunders and flung to the ground just over halfway.
Yeah, well done. I've got to say, I've been
He's forced the error.
I've been critical on Reggie in a couple of games, but today he's really stepped up a notch, which is fantastic.
I see Daniel Ellis is up, Reggie. He might have just got winded. But he's very groggy indeed. He's making his way back at the moment.
I think that...
someone else is down for the Rams here.
Is that Cade Boney?
Yes, it is. It's Captain Cade. He might... I hope he's not injured, Cade Boney, but... I didn't see what happened there. I was watching the play. They're treating him for cramp. You know, that might be smart play by Cade Boney, knowing that Daniel Ellis has had to make his way back onto onside here. If that is the case, Cade Boney is a genius. Yep. I'm good. Well, it's a Rams ball here. Right on halfway, it's a Rams feed, scrum feed. Cade Boney to feed the scrum. Lenny Craft is going to, looks like he's going to be first receiver. He is. He gets the ball as he always does, Lenny Craft. He tries a dart through.
He's still going.
He has. Look at the leg speed by Lenny Craft. He's hitting a good, nearly cut in half by Isaac Austin.
He's monstered him.
Good footballer, that kid. He's Rowan Pottinger. He takes the ball up. He's got over the Scone 40. Holman at dummy half. Go down to the short side. He doesn't. He comes back to the open. He darts out himself. He gets the ball away to Rowan Pottinger. Pottinger goes forward. He's looking for an unload. No, he doesn't. He's hit down low by Isaac Austin. Over the top by his brother, is it? I think it is.
His brother's out there now, yep.
Here's Ewan Bartholomew. Gives the ball on to Dylan Thorne. Dylan Thorne manhandled. It's Tyler. Yes, Tyler Austin is on the field. Here's Holman at dummy half. They come down the left side to Cade Boney. Cade Boney short pass to Reggie Saunders. Tries to unload. It doesn't. It goes forward. Yeah. Goes forward. Just a little...
Mistiming.
Just mistime there, yes. Yeah. The idea was there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They're going through the right process, just the timing was out. Reggie Saunders is having a wow of a game, mate.
He's absolutely... he's owned this left-hand side of the field, and... for any centre out there, and I think James Everly must be having nightmares of watching Reggie Saunders come at him because...
You just stole the words out of my mouth.
Well, how do you control the big fella? Seriously. He's Timmy Watson at dummy half. He gives the ball off to Nicholas Watson. Is it Nicholas Watson, Reggie?
I believe it is, yeah.
Number 4 for the Scone. First time I've called him today, actually. Isaac Austin gets the ball for one of his many hit-ups. He's monstered there by Dylan Thorne and Corey Holman. Ball goes to his brother Tyler. He's tackled on the 40-metre line. Big Liam Dunn there amongst that.
Tim Smith floating around the back of the play, the ball too, which is very dangerous.
Sam Taylor gets the ball onto... I can't place that number, Reggie. Number 11. That's Timmy Watson. Here's Sam Taylor. Big midfield bomb. Goes up high. Bailey Taylor's under it, takes it cleanly. Great take from BT. Gets the ball, and he's hitting a good tackle from Gary McKeon and the boy of Austin, Tyler Austin. Jacob Ellis gets the ball now. Good leg speed by Jacob, looking for a gap somewhere there, and he's tackled in his own 30. It's 15 minutes to go. It's 10-6 here in favour of the Rams on Where There's a Will Day. Muswellbrook have got the ball. They've reached their own 40. Holman at dummy half. Gets the ball out the back to Lenny Craft. Lenny Craft goes through to one. I see Johnny Johnson's on the field for Scone, Reggie, and he's just made that tackle. But there was a late shoulder charge there, and I think that was against Timmy Watson. Jesse's picked up something in back play there, and that'll be a great pressure relief for the Rams to get themselves well into the Scone half and in full attacking mode.
Let's face it, Jesse's got a big game here, but he's got 2 of the best touch judges, 2 of the best referees as touch judges. So they're helping him out.
Well, here's Big Liam Dunn. Gets the ball on the Scone 35, and he makes his way to the 20. And Jesse's found another penalty against Scone. I don't know what that's for. He's called it raked. There was an arm in there raking the ball out of Big Liam's hands. Corey Holman takes the tap, gives it on to Rowan Pottinger. Never shy of work, Rowan Pottinger. Geez, he can go forward all day. They're 12 metres out from the Scone line. Corey Holman with the ball. Long pass over to Ewan Bartholomew. Short ball onto Jeff Sirico, full of running. Gets to the 10.
They've got to come to Reggie Saunders out this way.
Here we go. Cade Boney goes back the other way, and again, oh, goodness me, that is a coach killer.
Overthought it. That's what it was. He was looking a play ahead and just thought it was going to come naturally, that catch. But
I think Cade instead of coming out the left, he looked for the switch down the right-hand side, and it just looked to be in slow motion. It was an easy pass gone to ground by Cade Boney, and the pressure's right off the Scone thoroughbreds now. So I just mentioned Johnny Johnson's on the field, and every time Johnny Johnson takes the field, something happens for Scone. He's a great go-forward player with great vision, very, very good footballer. That ball there goes to the Scone centre, Nicholas Watson, and he's made his way up over his own 30-metre line. Johnson at dummy half gives the ball on to Austin. Austin, is that Austin? No, that's Timmy Watson. My apologies. He makes the halfway line. Johnson dummy half gives the ball on to Jake Bailey, who then gives it on to Austin. They're 45 out from the Rams line. Johnson at dummy half again. Gives the ball on to Jake Bailey. Jake Bailey's tackle on the 30. He unloads to Johnson. Johnson gives a short ball on to Isaac Austin. Isaac Austin, Rowan Pottinger read that well. He had to too. He was away, Isaac Austin. They're 25 metres out from the Rams line here. It's the last. He's a little chip over the top. Lenny Craft's equal to the task, and he is belted in a tackle and drag back only to about a metre from his own line. Quick play the ball. Goes out to, can't just see that number in the dark. I think that's Bailey Taylor, who's ran from dummy half. Little chip there. Quick play the ball. JJ Apthorpe has come up hard, looking for the big shot on Dylan Thorne. Dylan Thorne seen him coming, or saw him coming, and he stepped off his left and avoided a massive collision there with JJ Apthorpe. Ball goes to Reggie Saunders. 10 out. He beats one. He shrugs off two. He's still running, Reggie Saunders. He gives it ball to Cade Boney. Support play was fantastic. He's tackled 33 metres out from his own line. Corey Holman at dummy half onto Ewan Bartholomew. Ewan Bartholomew comes to James Everly, and Everly comes again for a second attempt.
Here we go.
What has Jesse Rudder done here? He's pulled up proceedings right now. It's a penalty. Is it a penalty? He's talking about his league safes. It's something to do with the league safes, I fear. Cade Barney's questioning Jesse. It's interesting, this interaction. I don't know what the hell that was for, Reggie. Reggie Saunders is going to take the play the ball now. Look at the Scone back line. They're all in front. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Cade Barney gets a ball, midfield bomb. It's going to bounce, is it? No. Sione has got the ball. The big unit has got the ball, and he's tackled. He's still going. What a great run from the big fella. He's tackled just shy of, or right on the 40-metre line. James Evliott, dummy half onto JJ Apthorpe. Hard runner JJ. He runs straight into Dylan Thorne with the help of Sirico and Rowan Pottinger. Just shy of halfway, Johnson comes down the blind to Isaac Austin. That's got to be his 15th hit up of the game so far. Isaac Austin hit over the top from Rowan Pottinger and Sirico down low. They're 45 out from the Rams line. Ball goes out to JJ Apthorpe again, who's getting more involved here. He's tackled well by Corey Holman right on the 40-metre line. Pressures on the Rams. Johnson comes back to the blind, tries to go up the middle of the ruck. He shrugs off one, he shrugs off two, gives the ball back inside to Sam Taylor, and Sam Taylor's dancing around. He's tackled 38 metres out from the Rams line, and again Jesse Rudder's pulled up proceedings here. Someone is in his ear talking about something. I think it's got something to do. John Johnson is being spoken to. I don't know what this halt to proceedings is all about, Reggie. Any idea?
It's coming
Is
from
it something to do with the league safes?
Oh, I'm not.
Not sure, but here we go. Gary McCoon puts another big midfield bomb. I think the players on the left of Gary McCoon were all offside. Ball's going to go over the dead ball line, is it? Lenny Craft gets the ball, steps one way. That was sensational from Lenny Craft. He jinks and turns and bamboozled the ball in his own in goal, and he's made his way out to the 20-metre line. What an unbelievable run from Lenny Craft, Reggie.
That was magical. To get out of the in-goal box like that, you thought it was going dead. I thought it was going dead.
Oh, that was special. Absolutely special to watch. Here's big Rowan Pottinger taking a run for the Rams like a front rower does, and Jesse Rudder has found another penalty towards the Rams. It's a high shot. Rowan Pottinger's a little bit ginger there in the tackle. He's put the elbow down. He's called, I think, JJ Apthorpe has put the elbow down on Rowan Pottinger's head, and it didn't go unnoticed by Jesse Rudder. Cade Barney with the kick for touch. It's going to be straight in. He's going to get a penalty. The tap is going to go right on the 40-metre line. Liam Dunn overruns that tap. Zach Webb held it up. Smart play from Webby. Liam Dunn goes back for a second effort. Charges up towards the 30 from the Scone line. 9 minutes to go in this half. It's 10-6 in favour of the Muswellbrook Rams. Rowan Pottinger takes another hit up. I'd like to get a count on him and Isaac Austin's performance hit-ups today, Reggie. Here's Jeff Sirico, runs hard. Isaac Austin snapped him in half right on the 20-metre line. Holman at dummy half. They go down the blind. Corey onto Ewan Bartholomew. Zigzag run with Cade Barney to picking up Liam Dunn. He's only 11 metres out from the Scone line. Holman at dummy half. Gets the ball, short pass. He goes himself. Holman, is he going to score, Reggie? No, he's popped the ball out the back. Here's big Dylan Thorne. He charges towards the line. He's got 3 players off him. Has he scored?
No, he's held up.
Held up. Isaac Austin's down. Hurt for Scone. Gary McKean has struggled. They're all up, but he must have been close, Dylan Thorne, there to score his double for the day.
The momentum's there, I tell you, for Muswellbrook at the moment.
Well, they're 10 metres out now. They're 10 metres out now. Corey Holman gets the ball on to Reggie Saunders. Reggie Saunders is looking. It's called a forward pass.
No, it's forward.
Jeez, that's a let-off.
It's the first time I've heard the old boys crowd go up
That's a let-off for Scone, and really a little bit of complacency crept into the Muswellbrook attack there. Really need to finish that set off better than that. Now Scone, Johnny Johnson runs out from dummy half, gives the ball to Isaac Austin. My goodness, I'd like to get a tackle count or a hit-up count on Isaac Austin, and with that, I've put the mock on him. He's dropped the ball in that tackle. Sorry, that was his brother Tyler. My apologies to Isaac, who, right in front of us, Reggie, has actually come off the field.
Yeah, he's replaced by Wes Suckley going on. So
Wes Suckley's rotated.
Break.
Oh, my goodness. He's been outstanding, Isaac Austin.
Yeah. He leads by example. Like I said, Rookie of the Year last year, so
yep.
He'll be up there in the points. As you see now, Pritchard's coming onto the field for Muswellbrook.
Pressure's on Scone here. The ball goes to Cade Barney. I see Jacob Ellis is playing out on the right-hand side. He runs down, quick leg speed, and he's cut in half there by number 14, Johnny Johnson. They're 25 metres out from the Scone line onto Rowan Pottinger. He's easily in the double figures for hit-ups today. 7 minutes to go. It's 10-6 in favour of the Rams. Short ball out there to Jeff Sirico, I believe, and Jeff Sirico gets the ball. Corey Holman now to Ewanbar. Follow you inside the 20. Cade Boney, long pass out to Bailey Taylor. Bailey Taylor dummies, goes one way. Is he over? I think he is, Reggie. Bailey Taylor scored. He'll be very pleased with that, BT. Jesse Rudder points to the spot, and it takes the Rams to a 14-6 lead with 7 minutes to go in this first half. What a great effort from Bailey Taylor, full of running. He joined in there from fullback.
He's an integral part of that back line. The way that he committed the other players to go outside to the defensive players and then saw the gap open up. Mate, look, Bailey Taylor, he's going to be a star of the future. He's great now, but you've got to realise he's still under 18.
Yeah, the kid is he is a sensation. He is one of the most respectful kids that I've ever met, and I've got to say,
very quiet too.
Mate, the kid's a fantastic,
and he scored right in front of Mum and Dad
fantastic
too.
player.
So Mum and Dad very happy.
They've certainly quietened down the old boys' corner, Reggie, from Scone.
It used to be playing up here. It used to be really daunting with that old boys crowd and how noisy they were. You get down this side and you're defending or anything like that, they were very vocal, but they've been very quiet today. Maybe a few more of our sponsors too is new.
Yep.
And
can he? I'll just butt in. Can he convert?
Yes.
He has. Yes, he has. 16-6. Well done to BT. Great effort there. 16-6 with 5.5 minutes to go in this first half. It's been a fantastic day, Reggie. Not one person. Look at this crowd. It is sensational. What an afternoon. A Saturday afternoon up here at Scone. Couldn't think of a better place to be. And Scone have compounded that try with Timmy Smith has just kicked the ball out on the full from the kickoff and now put the pressure back on his side. Muswellbrook will have the ball right on halfway and with a full of running after that.
Well, the wind has died down. I would think that they've got to go to touch.
Here's Cade Boney.
Yeah.
He will look for touch. He's coming out our side of the field. He does so. That's a bit wobbly, but he's succeeded in finding touch about 10 metres. They're 40 metres out. Jacob Ellis will take the tap onto Reggie Saunders. Reggie Saunders charges into the line. He's hitting a four-man gang tackle. The big fella didn't shirk 1 ounce of that run, and well done. What a great run. Here's Dylan Thorne. Dylan Thorne gets the ball. It was a bit of a stop-start run by Dylan Thorne, but he still manages to move up the field 5 extra metres. They're 25 out from the Scone line. Holman goes the dummy half on to Cade Boney. Long pass out to Ewanbar. Follow me, short pass out to Pritchard. Pressure pass and he spills it right on the Scone 20. John Johnson gets the ball. Gary McKeon comes inside 1. He doesn't go past Dylan Thorne. It looks for a one-on-one strip. It doesn't happen. He's tackled on the 30, Gary McKeon. John Johnson at dummy half. Ball goes on to Nicholas Watson. Nicholas Watson tries out the back. I thought he dropped that, Reggie. That was a loose carry. I thought he didn't. He's got away with it. Here's Tyler Roston. Gets it up over his own 40. Just shy of the halfway. It was another poor set. The Rams should have held that, did better with that. Here's Wes Suckley. Charges over the halfway line. Wes Suckley trying to get his own side a little bit more motivated to go forward. Here's Jake Bailey. Jake Bailey gives the ball out to JJ Apthorpe. He comes to Cade Boney. Tries to shrug him off, but he's hitting a 5-man tackle, JJ Apthorpe. He's over the 40. James Everly at dummy half onto John Johnson following first receiver. Onto Timmy Watson. Jake Bailey.
Here he goes, dangerous from dummy half.
Here he goes. John Johnson gets the ball, puts a chip through. Daniel Ellis fields it just on his own 12. He runs back. Look at the leg speed from Daniel Ellis. He goes across field. He's raced about 30 metres across field. He's made 5 metres, but he certainly centred the play. Here's Lenny Craft. Lenny Craft takes off from dummy half. He's hit in the tackle around the legs by Jake Bailey, and he's saying he's lost the ball, but initially he did, but I think the call must have come from Joey or Mark Bassouni out here, the touch judges, and it's been ruled to have been stripped. Well, they needed that, the Rams.
Well, I think there was a hand in there, and I think we'll see that on the video. But the penalty count against Scone at the moment's got to be huge. It's
Well, they can't keep allowing Muswellbrook to get out of their zone like that. That's just easy meters.
And you think next weekend they will be playing in an elimination semi-final. Now's the time to try and get some structure because they'll be playing either Aberdeen or Denman.
Unbelievable that game tomorrow between Aberdeen and Singleton. That is a must-win for the Aberdeen Tigers. Here's Cade Boney, shows the ball on to Sarika, who moves up over the 40. 35 out from the Scone line. There's 2 minutes to go here. 16-6 to the Rams. Another try here before half-time will be absolutely sensational for the Rams. Cade Boney gets the ball. He's monstered in a tackle there by Tyler Austin. Inside the 30, Holman goes from dummy half. He shows it. He goes a short pass to Sariko, who was met in a good tackle at last. What are they going to do? Short ball to the blind. Gone to Cade Boney. Little chip through. It's gone over his head. I think it's hit. Lenny Craft has knocked forward. It's a 20-metre restart, and Scone will have a set of 7 tackles. 1 minute and 30 out from half time.
Poor Cole Wiltshire probably can't wait for half time. The first half's been a bit of a nightmare for him.
Yep. Here's JJ Apthorpe. Runs the ball, tries to get it out of his own zone. He's hitting a great tackle by Jacob Ellis, and in particular Reggie Saunders. Good round the legs tackle there by Corey Holman. Scone look all bunched up, Reggie. There's not a lot of good runners, and Wes Suckley says, give it to me, and he charges up over the 40 in usual great Wes Suckley style. John Johnson, dummy half, takes off, gives a short pass on to Jake Bailey, and Jake Bailey's hit the high tackle. Went around the collar, and that was Andrew Pritchard. They both lined up with big bazookas ready to go, especially Andrew Pritchard, but he's did a smart play from Jacob Ellis there, who came in over the top and held Andrew Pritchard off. Here, quick tap for Scone, 40 metres out from the Muswellbrook line. On to Apthorpe. Apthorpe gives a flick pass in behind to James Everly, and James Everly's hitting a 3-man tackle. I think he's called it stripped again. That came from Mark Bassouni on the sideline. Muswellbrook are trying to slow the ball down here. There's 10 seconds to go. Scone, it's one shot. One shot. They're going to take that shot. They're going to try and they're going to kick for 2 points. Halftime siren will go right now. And Scone will be kicking the ball, looking for a penalty goal to make the scoreline 16-8. If he kicks it, Sam Taylor moves up. Wes Suckley's moved over to have a little bit of a conversation with Jesse Rudder.
And we've got the lovely Taylor, our lovely assistant, that's going to go out and get some words from...
Well, I hope they don't brush her.
No, Jono's already been teed up.
Good.
And so it's Cade Boney.
Johnny Johnson
and Cade Boney. So Taylor's doing a fantastic job assisting us today. So...
Well, you know, in all seriousness, Reggie, I think Muswellbrook will be very happy that Scone are going for the 2 points here rather than have to tackle for a set, or it probably wouldn't have finished the set of 6, but I think they'd be happy to give the 2 points away rather than perhaps let a try in with 30 seconds to go.
I'd be happy with that.
Oh, me too.
I've got to say, when
Sam
we go back
Taylor. Sorry, Reggie.
We go back to that little discretion that happened over there. There was a Scone player went in and reefed.
And he's missed it. He's pushed it right. He better catch it in goal, and he does, Bailey Taylor, and flicks it over the dead ball line. The Scone players were coming in hard for that, with it, trying to retrieve that. I'll let it go now down to Taylor.
This is going out to find John Johnson, number 14, as he makes his way over.
We'll be handing some.
I don't think he's seen you, Reggie.
Out very soon, and you would have seen the players handing some out.
Oh, Taylor's going over to talk to Cade Boney.
Thank you to Barton Gale at the Golden
She's got Cade Boney there with her at the moment, so
also the NRL and CRL
just giving the headphones and the microphones to them. But it's been a great half.
There you going, boys. It's Benko and Reggie up here, Cade and Jono. Just won't take too much time, but very sloppy in parts there, boys. But some great finishing, Cade. You've got to be happy with those last couple of tries to get in front there.
Yeah, we've got young Bailey Taylor playing out the back there to Sabo, and he's just adding a bit of class to the back line this year. So hopefully he keeps going in the second half.
Well, I won't annoy you too much, mate. I know you want to get in there and talk to the boys. Reggie, you got a quick question?
Yeah, mate. Dylan Thorne and Reggie Saunders, they've played a bigger match that I've seen recently. On the back of them, you've got to be very happy with the young blokes hanging around.
Yeah, definitely. They've got those big boys making big metres up the middle there, making it easier for the younger fellas to come off the back of them. So if they keep going in the back half, go a long way to getting on top of these boys.
Well, thanks heaps, Cade. You go and have a break and we'll have a quick chat to Jono.
Jono, I've got to ask you, Tyler Austin, mate, what a machine.
Isaac
Austin, yeah. He's unbelievable, isn't he, for a kid?
How are you feeling out there, mate?
Getting old.
Getting old,
buddy.
You look old.
You directed the play really well, but how's the vibe? Like, we did see nearly discretion over there, but a few Scone players went in and ripped the Scone player out, given it's a where there's a will round. The vibe out there with the boys?
Oh, mate, she's emotional out there. I'll tell you, everyone's playing for Will, so
yep.
Yeah, I can't describe it. You can feel it, and I think everyone out here can feel it too.
Jono, I just got one question, mate. As a Scone boy, and I'm a Muswellbrook boy through and through, and I know you think the world of everyone up here at Scone, and you've got to be proud of the town and everyone involved in this day.
Oh, you've hit the nail on the head. You just look left and right, and there's people everywhere in there. It's like a grand final.
Yeah, it is, mate. Well, listen, good luck in the second half. You certainly need some more go forward. Hopefully it comes, and you'll have better luck in the second half, mate. Well done.
Yeah, we've just got to stop their big boys offload, and they're putting on a bit of a clinic at the moment, aren't they?
Keep those old legs pumping, big boy.
All right, I'll see you at the end anyway.
Thanks,
man.
Jono.
Thanks, Jono.
What a great effort by those two boys to take some time out to talk to us, Reggie. Well done to Tay as well.
She's done a fantastic job, and all full credit. So, mate, we might take a quick break ourselves and regather and come back after the break. Well, we're back, Banco.
Yeah, both sides of back on the park, ready for the kick-off. It's 16-6 here at Scone Park. And it's been a pretty good game up till now. A few errors crept in late in the first half. But on the Where There's a Will day, both sides can be very proud for being involved and putting on a great show so far. Fantastic to see, Reggie.
Oh, mate, it's been great. Capacity crowd as well, so...
This is a sensational crowd. Here's the kick-off to start the second half. Ball goes down Bailey Taylor's throat. He hands the ball off to Rowan Pottinger, hitting a great tackle there by Nick Watson, and someone's come out of it a little bit injured there, and that is Timmy Watson is limping there, the second row for Scone. Ball goes to Ewan Bartholomew, turns it back inside to Dylan Thorne. Jay Bailey came up to try and put a big hit on him, but it was unsuccessful, and Tyler Austin gets him down. Here's Cade Boney. Cade Boney gets the ball out to Reggie Saunders. Reggie Saunders gets the ball out to Jacob Ellis, and Jacob Ellis moves up over to halfway. He's found a gap, Jacob Ellis. He gives it on to Corey Holman in support. He gets to the 30. He's tackled 25 metres out from the Scone line. Great quick play the ball. Sariko gets the ball. Short chip over the top by Cade Boney. It's on to Jacob Ellis, and he scores in the corner, Reggie. What a passage of play.
That was absolutely magical. Jacob Ellis, his nimble footwork to get in and out and get that ball off to Corey Holman. And Corey Holman to get up and do that quick play the ball. That's what's led to this.
That play the ball was sensational by Corey Holman. But
it
happened on the 40 over there. The ball was going nowhere, and the ball went through Cade Boney's hands onto Reggie Saunders. Reggie Saunders quick ball onto Jacob Ellis, and Jacob Ellis did a little bit of a jink left and right over there, and he found his way through a hole and beat 2 or 3 defenders, and he sprinted clear. I think it was Lenny Craft.
Lenny Craft, rightio.
Well, here we go. It was Jacob Ellis, so he did finish it off, Jacob Ellis. Well done to Jacob Ellis. Great kick from Cade Boney. Little chip over the top.
Well, if it wasn't Jacob Ellis, he's got credit for it. There we go.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Great effort, great speed shown out there. And there's no doubt Muswellbrook have the quickest back line in the competition, Reggie. No question about that. Just got to utilise it, and they've got big Reggie Saunders out there, and he is feeding them well. He's hitting that defensive line, and on this occasion, it was just a quick release, catch and pass by Reggie Saunders, and it put the Scone defence on the back foot. Bailey Taylor's missed that conversion, so it is 20 points to 6, and we've only gone 2.5 minutes into the second half. So what a great start to the second half by the Muswellbrook Rams. Scone went to sleep early, Reg.
Yeah, most definitely. Look, that was just something that you can't combat, really. You've got to have faith in that bloke next to you, and I think that wasn't there.
Timmy Smith kicks off to start the proceedings, and here's Zachy Webb. Zachy Webb fields the ball, and he's tackled about 19 metres out from his own line. Ball goes to Lenny Craft. Lenny Craft gives a long ball out to Rowan Pottinger, who's always full of running. He's monstered by 4 Scone defenders. Down the bottom there was Jake Bailey. Long ball from dummy after Holman onto Saruko. Tips on to Dylan Thorne. Dylan Thorne comes front on into 2 or 3 Scone defenders, bounces off and runs up, and he's tackled just over his own 30-metre line. All the Scone defenders are inside the 10 here for mine, but the ball goes to Ewan Bartholomew. He puts it down. There's no winger home. It's a long kick down to Lenny Craft. Lenny Craft gets a hand to it. Goes forward, but then Scone have recovered, and Jesse Rudder is not going to see much of an advantage there, so he's going to call a scrum, and it's going to be a Scone feed right on the 20-metre line.
No advantage, but Tim Smith, lack of urgency there to get to that ball, I thought.
Yeah, well, only had to bounce the other way, and Lenny Craft was going to be all over that. So here we are, Scone. They need to get out of their own half and do it well. Get some confidence back in their game. Ball goes to the big fella, Sione, and he's hitting a good tackle. One around the legs was Jacob Ellis. Over the top was Cade Boney. Here we go. Again, good leg speed. Is that JJ Apthorpe out there? I think it is. Apthorpe charges up. He gets over his own 30. Ball goes short. There's a couple of would-be defenders.
More quick play the balls. It's been great.
Johnny Johnson at dummy half. Ball goes out to Apthorpe. Apthorpe gets it on to Suckley, and Suckley's hit just shy of halfway. Three Rams defenders to make that tackle. Johnson again. They get to the halfway. The ball goes out to Timmy Watson, and Timmy Watson gives the ball back inside to Timmy Smith. And Smith's tackled 45 out from the Rams line. Johnson at dummy half comes down the short blind, little chip over the top. Lenny Crafts goes to field it. He does. He's hitting a good over the top tackle, a bit high, but Kyle Wiltshire rounds him in right on the 20-metre line. Zach Webb gets the ball from dummy half, takes the ball up to 25 metres out from his own line. Scone, they're all in front of Jesse Rudder here, Reggie.
Yeah, both sides have been.
It
mate.
is. It has been. A little bit shy. There's a swinging arm, and he saw it. With the assistance of the touch judge, I think Joey Butler's out on this side here. He's reported that, there's no question. Rowan was hitting a high tackle. Cade Boney's going to look for touch. Again, this will be a piggyback penalty that'll get the Rams down inside the Scone half. 45 out to be precise. The ball goes into Zach Webb. Zach Webb gets the ball onto Andrew Pritchard. Charges at the Scone defensive line. He's hitting a good tackle there by Nicholas Watson. Down low over the top was Johnny Johnson. Holman at dummy half onto Saruko. Saruko tips it on to Rowan Pottinger. He gets up to the 30 metres out from the Scone line. Holman again at dummy half. Plenty of options left and right. Goes right onto Saruko. Saruko goes himself. Charges at the defence. He's hitting a good tackle there by Timmy Watson. Here we go again. Holman onto Rowan Pottinger. I've just repeated that same play.
How many times have you had to say that?
They've got something set. They've got something set, the Rams. Here we go. Holman at dummy half. Lay out the ball back to Umbar. Bartholomew. Little chip over the top. Has it gone too far? I think it has.
Oh, Timmy Smith's taken it dead.
No, he's called for a 20-metre tap, Joey Butler.
Oh, wow.
I think the ball was already over the line, Reggie. Here we go. Here's Timmy Smith raced up to the 20-metre line. He takes a quick tap. You've got a set of 7. He charges 10 metres, and then a piggyback penalty goes to Scone. Someone said something to him out wide, has they?
No.
That's a high shot. High shot by Rowan Pottinger on Timmy Smith. So Scone, the recipients of a piggyback penalty this time, that'll be get them right over their own 40. That Gary McKean, Reggie?
I believe it is.
Gary McKean taking a settling play. Here again, here's JJ Apthorpe.
Jeez, he's strong, isn't he? Upper body strength on that.
Massive, massive. They're 42 metres out for the Rams line. Johnson at dummy half again on to Jake Bailey. Jake Bailey looks for one run. He doesn't. He gives another one to Sam Taylor, and Sam Taylor goes across field. Beats one. He straightens up. Hitting a good tackle right on the 40 by Zach Webb. He's Nick Watson. Nick Watson goes himself from dummy half. He ponces up. He gives a quick ball over to Nicholas Wiltshire. Kyle Wiltshire, I should say, comes inside. Bailey Taylor and scores a great try. They come out of the blue down the blind side, the Scone Thoroughbreds. They've made it 20 points to 10 with the kick to come, 32 minutes to go in this match.
Nick Watson out of dummy half, mate. That's how it all started, and a great offload. Great support by Kyle Wiltshire. He hit that ball at about 1,000 miles an hour, but Watson out of dummy half, I thought, oh, geez, was that the right decision? But well done.
Great leg speed from Kyle Wiltshire. I called him Nick Wiltshire. I don't know why I did that, but it was Kyle Wiltshire. I was thinking...
Mate, I didn't know. Look, to wrong foot Bailey Taylor. Bailey Taylor was trying to position him where he wanted him to go, but that was just really nimble feet. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's very difficult one-on-one in that situation because Bailey was coming across to try and shut him down and probably force him to the corner, but Kyle Wiltshire was a little bit smarter and a little bit of a zigzag and went infield, and certainly I wouldn't hold Bailey Taylor responsible for that. I'd be... my anger would be more so at the earlier defenders down the blind side.
Oh, yeah, for sure, 100%.
Well, Sam Taylor's going to make it 20 points to 12, so both sides have started the second half full of running. 31 minutes to go in this match on the Where There's a Will day. Again, the crowd has been enormous. Sam Taylor moves in. He does kick it 20 points to 12. Gets him a little bit closer to the Rams. So what can we see here now, Reg? In recent weeks, it's been tit for tat. Teams go to sleep. They make some crucial errors, and on that occasion, it was a piggyback penalty they gave away for a high shot by Rowan Pottinger on Timmy Smith. Got Scone deep into the Rams' territory, and they paid the price.
If I could predict something, I think Ewan Bartholomew is going to be the one that splits this game open from the Muswellbrook side, if it is the Muswellbrook side.
Well, he's had an outstanding month, Ewan Bartholomew.
He just looks fit. He looks ready. He looks.
Yeah.
There's no stress there. And of course, Reggie Saunders is having the best game I've seen him play for a long time.
Here's the kickoff. Cade Boney gets it high onto. I see Isaac Austin is back on the field. Gets through one, pushes off one. He's about 15 metres out from his own line. He's crowded there in the tackle by Jeff Saruka, who could nearly have gave another penalty away. Suckley gets the ball, charges up. And Zach Webb comes in for a second attempt. A bit of a to-ing and throwing there. Dylan Thorne makes a tackle on Tim Watson. Yes, it is. Short ball on to Nicholas Watson, the outside centre. They're just on the halfway line. Jared Wicks is back on the field for Johnny Johnson. And again, no, Johnny Johnson stayed on the field. And Nick Watson wasn't happy with that. The penalty went against Scone in possession.
So what's happened there and what he's ruling is the marker got up to mark and the bloke playing the ball has pulled his legs out from underneath him to make him fall backwards. So you don't rarely see those type of penalties, but Jesse was on the spot and he had the call from Joey.
I'll give you the tip. If Muswellbrook score from this, Wes Suckley will not be happy with with Nicholas Watson. Anyway, Muswellbrook on the attack right now. They're just shy of the 20-metre line. Ball goes from Holman out to Pottinger. Pottinger again. I've repeated this 100 times. Pottinger will go forward at every given opportunity. It takes 3 men to get him down there. 10 metres out from the Scone line. Holman at dummy half. Short ball out to Sirico. Little tip on to Dylan Thorne. Dylan Thorne charges. The Scone players are coming. The Scone defenders hit Dylan Thorne as a mass. They're 5 metres out. Shapes to go to the blind. He dummies. Goes back to Ewan Bartholomew. He's trying to open the game up. Reg, I thought he was going to dive over and score, but great tackle from Jared Wicks. Ball comes to the right again. Sloppy pass from Cade Boney. Round the back to Bailey Taylor. He puts a little grubber kick through, and Kyle Wiltshire gets the ball. Cleans it up well. Bailey Taylor around the legs, about 10 metres out from his own line. Great clean-up work by Kyle Wiltshire. There's a play the ball. Who's that?
That's Tim Smith.
Tim Smith from fullback ran from dummy half himself. That could have been a penalty to Scone there. I don't know if the Rams were onside there, but they've got away with it. They're on their own 30, the Scone Thoroughbreds. Ball goes from Wicks out to Johnny Johnson. He turns the ball back inside to Isaac Austin. Good combination that. About 35 metres out from his own line. Great tackle there, I must say, by Andrew Pritchard. Long ball goes out to Gary McKeon. Gary McKeon jinks. He dummies. He goes one way. He goes up towards the halfway line. Wicks at dummy half. Gets the ball on to Sam Taylor. And Sam Taylor kicks that ball downfield. Bailey Taylor recovers. And he's hitting it. Oh, he spun around. It was a little bit dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
He's called it going. The Scone players are all offside. They were all offside, and Bailey Taylor appeals that the ball was raked out. That might have been a tough call against the Rams there, Reg.
I think there was a foot in that too. Yeah, no, look.
Has he ruled? Wait there. He has ruled a Muswellbrook. He's got his hand going. Has he ruled a Muswellbrook feed, Reg?
I can't pick it, mate. I can't see.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't. I thought his hand came the other way, but Gary McKeon's going to feed this scrum. The pressure's right on the Rams now. They're 25 metres out from their own line. Here's Scone. Sam Taylor gets the ball. He runs towards Ewan Bartholomew. They're 20 out. Here's Nick Watson from dummy half. He goes himself down the blind. Comes to Andrew Pritchard. Them two have got a score to settle. Pritchard is all over him. Second effort there. Wicks at dummy half. Short ball to Johnson. You've got to watch this man. He can feed it. He does. He unloads to Wicks. Goes out to Gary McKeon. Inside to Isaac Austin. He's full of running. 5 metres out from the Muswellbrook Rams line. Scone have got both options, left and right. What are they going to do? Wicks at dummy half. Short pass on to Johnny Johnson, and he spills it under the post.
Yeah, something rarely you will see.
A
Johnny
let
Johnson
off.
making a mistake that close.
A
to
let
the
off
line.
for the Rams. That was a pressure pass, Reggie.
I think it was on out to the right, to be honest. I think that Wicks has gone the wrong way. That out to the right, they had numbers and a strong attacking set out there. And Sione Long on the end of that back line against Daniel Ellis.
Yeah, that's a mismatch for sure. Absolute mismatch, but we haven't seen that yet. Here's Ewan Bartholomew freeing the scrum. It's a Muswellbrook Rams ball, 10 metres out from the own line. Ewan Bartholomew darts off. He picks the ball up from the base of the scrum and charges up 25 metres out from his own line. Good run from Huey. Here's Jacob Ellis, I should say, takes off from dummy half.
That's great meterage off the scrum by Dewey Bartholomew.
Yep, 35 metres out. Holman at dummy half. He takes off and goes himself. He's hitting a big, strong tackle from Johnny Johnson around the chest. Jesse Rudder indicates. Cade Boney at dummy half. Short ball to the blind down to Zachy Webb. He's hitting another good tackle. Scone are full of energy right now, just shy of the halfway. They're taking all day to get the ball. Sloppy pass from dummy half onto Andrew Pritchard. Ewan Bartholomew gets the ball. He kicks it down into a deserted corner. Here's Lenny Craft. He's charging down there. Tim Smith is first to it, though. A metre out from his own line. Cade Boney and Lenny Craft clean up the dregs down there. Timmy Smith plays the ball. Kyle Wiltshire with the ball. He's picked up. He's tried to drag to the sideline. He does. He stays in the field of play. A bit of a melee here happening. A couple of people aren't happy with the situation. Corey Holman's amongst it. There's still a little bit of set to between Kyle Wiltshire and Corey Holman. They separate, and there's a penalty. What was that for? Jesse Rudder has... what's he going to do here? Cade Boney's questioning it. I don't know. Joey Butler is giving... Joey Butler, that might have come off the advice of Joey Butler, Reggie. Cade's questioning it, severely questioning, I should say. Not happy with that.
When he went to play the ball, I think Corey Holman's pulled him down.
Yeah.
So immediately that is a penalty for taking that player.
Well, I did say there was a little bit of a dust up there. Nothing too concerning, but again, they've let Scone off the hook.
How venomous are Scone's defence?
Oh, they were brutal in that previous set of 6, and I see Andrew Pritchard's hurt there, Reggie, and Liam Dunn's made his way to the sideline. I think Andrew Pritchard's coming off.
I think that's a good move. I'm not saying anything about Andrew. Hang on.
Look out, Chic. The
Here we
ball's
go.
coming at you.
Oh, it's got our assistant Taylor sitting down below.
She's right. Is she?
Yeah, she's fine.
Good.
Taya, sorry.
Taya.
She's been fantastic.
Here's the Scone boys. You know, every time Johnny Johnson comes on the field for Scone, Reggie, I must say the energy levels for Scone do pick up, and He's a great distributor and a very smart operator, Isaac Austin. He goes through 2. He comes to Bailey Taylor and he's tackled 20 metres out from the Rams line. He gets up, quick play the ball. Short on to Sam Taylor, and Sam Taylor goes out wide. He looks to give it, but he goes himself. He's tackled 12 metres out from the Rams line. A try here will be straight back in the game. Johnny Johnson, short flat pass to Suckley, who, as he's going to ground, gives it away. On to Johnny Johnson again, over the top. Nearly an interceptor. Lenny Craft at 6 to go. James Everly going towards the line. He's 5 metres out. He's Scone full on the attack here, Reg.
Oh, there we go. I was going to say he hasn't signalled 6 to go.
JJ Apthorpe tries to make his way over. He's only a millimetre short and he's hit 3 players. He's held up. Millimetres out from the line. He's held up, and Jesse Rudder has told him you'll have to play it outside there. JJ Apthorpe, what a great passage of play from the Scone Thoroughbreds. What a run by Isaac Austin.
And equally, what a tackle by a very small Bailey Taylor around the ankles.
Well, just as well it was made. Here we go. Scone on the attack again. Sure, long ball out to Sam Taylor. Another long ball out to Timmy Watson. Timmy Watson breaks through 1, and he gets tackled 1 metre out from the Rams line. Wicks on to Taylor. Taylor, flat pass over the top to Kyle Wiltshire, and it goes into touch. Well, that's a let-off for the Rams, and poor play from the Scone Thoroughbreds.
Yeah, Wes Suckley not really happy there, giving some words to his troops, and they just chanced their hand a bit too much. They just needed to settle it. Back-to-back sets there. Muswellbrook retiring, and a cut-out pass that did not need to be thrown.
Well, both sides have been guilty now of letting the other side off the hook in great field position. The Rams have got a scrum feed now. Ewan Bartholomew is going to feed the scrum 10 metres out from his own line. Gives the ball out to Zach Webb. What can they do here? That was a bit of a high tackle, but he got away with it. Makes his way 15 metres out, Zach Webb. Here's the ball onto Jeff Sirico. Jeff Sirico goes down the short side. He's hitting a good round the legs tackle by Isaac Austin. And JJ Apthorpe. Here's Rowan Pottinger again. Makes his way up. Didn't make too many metres there, but certainly went forward. The Rams struggling here. There's a very, very slim 10 metres. Dylan Thorne tries to charge up. He gets up over his own 30. They're all in front of Jesse Rudder here. Here's Corey Holman, takes off from dummy half. He's gone nowhere. Still a metre short of the 40. Good tackle there by Sam Taylor. Pressure pass over to Cade Boney. Cade Boney jinks one way, goes the other. Not a very good kick. Here's the ball to Nick Watson. Nick Watson gets the ball just the Scone side of halfway. Well, the pressure came against Cade Boney there, and that was an ordinary set. Tim Smith just got absolutely hammered in a tackle there by Rowan Pottinger, and Tim Smith is down. Timmy Smith is down hurt. He's still moving around there, but he went charging into that defensive line, Reggie, and he was hit by Jeff Sirico and Rowan Pottinger, two absolute monsters.
He's just winded. You can pick up there on the body language, but I tell you, with Timmy Smith, to his credit, that was the forwards. He's a fullback. Yeah. That was a great run.
Well, he's up now, thank goodness, and he's played the ball on to Suckley. Suckley takes the ball up over the 40, out from the Muswellbrook line. Wicks at dummy half. He's got players both left and right, and another stupid play by Rowan Pottinger. He's given a penalty away. Wicks has taken a quick tap, charges up over the 30. Makes his way. They're about 28 metres out from the Rams line. There's 3 players in the tackle there. One of them, Corey Holman, the other, Jeff Sirico. Here's Scone on the attack. On Isaac Austin, first receiver, goes up over the Muswellbrook 20. Looks to unload it. He doesn't. He's got players all around him. Scone on the attack here. Wicks at dummy half. Long ball out to John Johnson. John Johnson gives a short pass to Sam Taylor. He's going to gap him. He's giving a ball out to Nick Watson. Timmy Watson, I should say. He's gone over in old boy's corner and scored a great try. There's a little bit of a dust up there between. It's right in the corner there. Believe it or not, Corey Holman was in there with Nicholas Watson. They were eyeballing each other. The score is going to be 20 points to 16 with the kick to come with just under 20 minutes to go in this match, Reggie. Again, that came off the back of some ill discipline by the Rams and gave the to give the Scone side another repeat set of 6.
I don't know who it was that was wrong-footed that slipped over about 10 metres to the left of the uprights, but that's what created the gap. Look, full credit to both sides. I know that there's frustration out there, but they're playing it in the spirit of the game because they know what the event today is about. So Jesse's just calling time out. He's going to call out Cade Boney and he'll call out Wes Suckley and just give him a bit of a lecture about we don't need this crap in the game, especially being a family event and where there's a will. We don't want it.
Well, the intensity between the two sides was never going to change regardless of the day.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree.
But I think that was a good call from Jesse Rudder just then to pull both captains and probably give them a bit of advice, to say the least.
Yeah.
Well, Scone are back in this match, right in it now with 19 minutes to go in this match. It's 20 points to 16 with the kick to come. And that was all created from Sam Taylor, Reggie. He's had a blinder.
Yeah, can I tell you, during half-time, I was down there talking to Todd Greenberg. He is having the time of his life.
Yep.
This is grassroots football, and we've put on a fantastic display. He's loving it.
Yep, let's hope he opens a checkbook and sends some money up the country rugby league.
Yeah.
Group 21 in particular. No, just having a friendly dig. But he has converted Sam Taylor and he's made it 20 points to 18. Game on, Reggie, game on.
Oh, definitely. But back to Todd Green, it's definitely a job you and I wouldn't want.
No. You can have that. Interesting to note, Reggie, that the Rams, I've just been looking at the Rams bench. They haven't made too many subs. There's still 3 players down there on the bench that haven't yet got the jackets off. So they've only made 1 sub, and they're really just rotating Liam Dunn, Andrew Pritchard, and Jeff Sirico. Interesting to note, they obviously want game time for their bigger forwards.
Who are they on the bench?
Prepping them. Well, Brad Collette's on the bench with Jaden Kennedy and Brady Bankovic. And Andrew Pritchard's off at the moment, and Liam Dunn went back on for him. So they're rotating their 3 big forwards in particular. Here's Isaac Austin. Man, he is hard to handle. That was a sloppy play, the ball. Here's a go. Jared Wicks goes from dummy half. He gets over the 40. No, it's a halfway, I should say. What a great run from dummy half from Jared Wicks. Quick play the ball onto Johnny Johnson. He feeds the big fella, Sione, and he's tackled right on the 40-metre line. Wicks at dummy half. He found a gap. Wicks can run. Here's Johnny Johnson. Johnny Johnson goes to the defensive line. Gives it on to inside to Jared Wicks again. Short pass. It goes nowhere. They were offside, Scone. That ball came off a Scone foot, but Wicks was in front of him. Bailey Taylor picks the ball up 10 metres out from his own line. He gets to the 15-metre mark. The ball was all over the place there, Reggie, but anyway, they've got it. He's flung to the ground, Daniel Ellis, by Nicholas Watson. Here's Zach Webb gets the ball, tries to take it. Muswellbrook are all over the shop there. They're flat as attack. They need some big boppers to run. They're still just on their own 20-metre line. Here's Rowan Pottinger. Oh, he's full of running. He charges up over to the 30-metre mark, Reggie. Great run from the big fella. Ball out to Liam Dunn. Liam Dunn tries to go through one. He does, but he's hitting a good low tackle. It just slowed him down a little bit by Nick Watson. Plays the ball on the 40-metre line onto Ewan Bartholomew. Nothing happening. Ewan Bartholomew puts another kick. It's a midfield bomb. It goes straight down the throat of JJ Apthorpe out there. It's a one-on-one steal to Jacob Ellis, Reggie. Who's going to catch him? No one. A one-on-one steal. He's going to score in a corner. Gives it inside to his brother Daniel, who runs around under the post to score a great try. What a try by Jacob Ellis and his brother Daniel. One-on-one strip on JJ Apthorpe.
I wouldn't have picked that.
You're stunned.
JJ Apthorpe is a strong person. Geez, Jacob Ellis, take a bow, mate. That was fantastic. Daniel Ellis there to back it up as well. But
I've got to say, I thought Jacob could have finished that himself, but Timmy Smith was coming over in great cover defence, and I think, geez, that pass was close to being knocked down to the ground. It was pinpoint accuracy from Jacob Ellis into his brother. They would have practiced that many times into the backyard. And just as well, Daniel backed Jacob up there to score and go around virtually under the post. So, to me, we've settled the argument once and for all. Daniel Ellis is quicker than Jacob.
Yeah. I'll attest to that, and I will sign a document. Jacob Ellis, sorry, buddy, your brother's faster.
Well, he'll let us know, put it that way. because Daniel showed tremendous speed.
He came from way back.
He
yeah.
did. He showed tremendous speed to gather up his brother and show fantastic support play for his brother to score that try. So here's Bailey Ellis to kick for goal to make the score 26 points to 18. And geez, they needed that, the Rams.
Like I said, JJ Absolute is a very strong person. You see the muscles on him.
It's
We
quite
watched the video,
incredible.
but I thought he actually flung Jacob Ellis off.
So did I initially. He has kicked that goal, Bailey Taylor. It's 26 points to 18 with 14 and a half minutes to go here in this Where There's a Will round up here at Scone Park. It's been an unbelievable day.
Look at
Congratulations to all concerned.
They're going down there for a big hit here. Watch this set of 6.
Here's Ewan Bartholomew, fields the ball. Rowan Pottinger once again charges in the defence. He beats 1, he beats 2, and he comes to Isaac Austin. And I see Jake Bailey comes in for a little cheap shot there on the side. He does. Isaac Austin, I think Isaac Austin's been hurt in that tackle. Corey Holman. Corey Holman is trying to milk that for everything he can get. Isaac Austin's hurt there.
There's another one down too.
Well, Corey Holman,
rolling around?
that's JJ Apthorpe. Corey Holman took off from dummy half and he saw Isaac Austin struggling, and he virtually used Isaac Austin as a shepherd to try and find a hole in the Scone defence lines. And then JJ Apthorpe's come in somewhere along the lines and got hurt. So we've got 2 players down for the Scone Thoroughbreds right now. Isaac Austin, who does look very, very ginger indeed. And JJ Apthorpe is down.
He's in serious pain. He was fist pumping the ground. He is in a world of pain.
I don't know what it is. Let's hope it's not too serious, because those 2 boys have been outstanding today.
Oh, we want player welfare is the most important thing in the group. So,
well, it come from a great charge by Rowan Pottinger. That man, I've got to give him credit. He does not shirk his task, Rowan Pottinger. He knew that the Scone boys were coming at him. He shrugged off one defender, a second defender, and raced upfield there to play the ball. And big efforts, full marks to Rowan Pottinger. He's had another blinder, Reggie.
Yeah, look, Rowan Pottinger just goes and goes. He's like the
Energizer buddy.
Yeah, he's...
Well, Muswellbrook are going to make some subs here at the moment. It'd be interesting to see who they're going to put on. There's 3 subs there on the bench that haven't been used. There's been some signals out there. JJ Apthorpe, Reggie, he's not good at the moment, mate. Yeah. He's not good.
Look at Isaac Austin. There's no one treating him at the moment, and he's still hurled over in pain. And has been Liam Dunn checked on him to see if he's all right. So they've got JJ up. It's JJ. No, it's Johnson.
No, it is. No, Johnson's holding him up. Johnny Johnson's holding him up, mate. With just under 14 minutes to go, I just noticed Bomber Jones, the coach from the Rams, he's got number 4 card in his hand. So they've made only 3 subs so far this whole game. And I look at Scone, and Scone have got, they've made at least 5 or 6. JJ Apthorpe is no good, Reggie. That is a left leg injury. That is not a good look at all. He is dead set, virtually being carried off the field there, JJ. That is not good at all from the big fella.
No, what a player. And look, the round of applause that just came from the other side of the field was well deserved. He's been instrumental in their game today, and he's going to be a great loss.
Massive loss, Reg.
Though JJ Absolute comes off, and on comes Isaac Austin, or is it Taylor?
It's Tyler.
Tyler Austin. So off that kickoff, this game means a lot to the Scone players. Jacob Bailey looked like a man possessed. He was out to kill. He was back about 10 metres and he sprinted downfield.
This injury to JJ Apthorpe, Reggie, it's not looking good, because he is dead set, just barely getting one leg, his right leg on the ground. His left leg is not good. And I can't tell if it's an ankle or a knee, Reggie. So, look.
Look, to his credit, some players would lay down and wait for the ambulance or the...
No, he's a tough character. Very tough character.
He's in a world of pain, though. That's it. You wanted to try and put pressure on it, then he
We'll try and get
pressure.
We'll try and get
Taylor.
Taya to arcs one of the runners, maybe, if it's a leg, if it's a knee or an ankle. Play resumes. Ewan Bartholomew takes off from dummy half. Little sneaky run by Ewie. He gets up to just shy of the halfway. Corey Holman at dummy half. Gives the ball out to Pottinger, tips it on to Liam Dunn. Liam Dunn gets through one. Great, full of running run by big Liam. Gets it up over the halfway line. Corey Holman kicks into a deserted corner. Goes down there. Tim Smith fields the ball. It goes at right angles. Oh, it was nearly a try to the Rams. He only had to field it. Both players juggled the ball. First knock on went to against Timmy Smith. So it'll be a Rams scrum feed 10 metres out from the Scone line. That ball again, poor old Timmy Smith. That ball went at right angles to Timmy Smith. That wasn't his fault. He did have it covered, but it just the unpredictability of the bounce of the ball.
Mind you, it's his first game back from injury, so yeah, wishing he had it all over again.
Here's the ball. Here's Cade Boney with the ball. Long pass out to Bailey Taylor. Bailey Taylor jinks in and out. He gets tackled 5 metres out from the Scone line. The Rams. Here's a long ball out to Jeff Saruko. Charges at the line. He's hitting a good tackle. Only a metre out. Ball goes for Holman. Holman looks for a runner. Goes out the back to Ewan Bartholomew. Ewan Bartholomew stops. Starts again. Tries to find a gap in the Scone defence. There's 12 minutes to go. It's 26 points to 18. Try here could virtually seal it for the Rams. Holman, long pass out to Dylan Thorne. Out the back to Cade Boney. Short pass on to Bailey Taylor. He comes to the defensive line. He's hitting another good tackle by Scone. Line speed has been good. Not a lot of creation here, but here we go. Here's big Reggie Saunders. Can he make something? He's charging at the line. He's gone over. He's held up.
Held up.
Joey Butler's called him held up. He carried about 3 or 4 Scone defenders. I thought he scored there, Reggie. Big effort from the big fella.
It's the last tackle now.
It's got to be close to the last. He's going to be told to play it 10 metres out from the Scone line.
He's got to go for the short grubber repeat.
They need a repeat set of 6 here. That could be the end of Scone if they get another repeat set. He plays the ball onto Cade Boney. Cade Boney puts a little grubber kick through. It comes off a Scone leg. Not 6 to go. Not 6 to go. He hasn't called 6 to go. What has he done? I don't even know what that ruling was. It's a clear
accidental offside. I think it's hit a Muswellbrook
player.
Well,
he's just called a change of possession. Isaac Austin's going to play the ball 10 metres out from his own line.
It's going to be up to Muswellbrook for a big defensive set to keep him
He's
down
Jake
here.
Bailey. Jake Bailey gets the ball.
And Scone are going to be wanting to get down the other end.
Full of running, Jake Bailey. Here's Wes Suckley. Wes Suckley tries to take his team forward, lead by example. He does. He moves the ball about 25 metres out from his own line. Ball goes to Jared Wicks. Jared Wicks turns it back inside to, who's that? That's Tyler Austin. He's just as hard to get to ground as his brother. He's Johnny Johnson at dummy half. Out the ball back to Sam Taylor. Gary McCoon, I should say. Gary McCoon goes under a couple of high shots. Beats 1, beats 2. Cade Boney comes again and tackles him 35 metres out from the Rams line. Johnson at dummy half. Long ball, it goes to ground onto Jakey Bailey. And Jakey Bailey shrugs off one. Gives the ball back inside to Johnny Johnson. Johnny Johnson goes through another one. He's kicked the ball forward. Who's on it? That Daniel Ellis. Daniel Ellis goes into touch in goal. So it's going to be a line drop out. Well, they had plenty of runners, the Scone boys. I think the temperature's dropped a couple of degrees in our edge. We're right on the roof of the canteen and we are hit by a very, very cool breeze coming off Barrington Tops.
I think it's snow.
Number 16's come on for Scone. I haven't got a name for that, Reggie.
Number 16, let me see. It might be...
Looks like Daniel Ritter.
It might be Brad.
He's got the same physique as Daniel. He's strong and very pocket dynamo.
What is it with letting the ball bounce these days?
I don't know. They do it in the under-18s as well. What a run by Tyler Austin. Gets the ball on his own on halfway, makes it up over the 40. Here's Johnny Johnson, takes off from dummy half. If they do not watch him, he will go over himself. Here's the ball. Out to Jared Wicks. Jared Wicks playing, and it's gone to the sideline.
How many times has that happened down this side? That's
well, the runners just weren't there, and the ball went straight across the face of Nick Watson. I think it was meant for Kyle Wiltshire, and it went behind him into touch, 20 metres out from the Rams line, and the Rams are let off the hook again.
You're a coach. What would you want from your side now if you were Muswellbrook?
Well, I'd like to finish the last 10 minutes better than the previous 10 minutes. I'd really like to get some confidence back in the team. They're full of confidence, but I'd like them to finish well. I really would, with as little mistakes as possible for this last 10. You know, a polished effort for the last 10 minutes, and no errors, no stupid errors. Let's put it that way, Reggie. Ball goes to Holman on the 30-metre line. Big Liam Dunn. I notice there has been a sub. I don't know who's come off. Andrew Pritchard is one. Brady Bankovic's on the field. Corey Holman goes himself from dummy half, runs straight into the shoulder of Tyler Austin, right on the halfway line. Sariko at dummy half. Wes Suckley was in that tackle as well. Here's Yui Bartholomew. Flat pass out to Lenny Kraft. Hasn't gone forward. Lenny Kraft has fielded a great try. How did he do that, Reggie? The man's a magician.
Yes. That was magical.
That pass from Yui Bartholomew, look, it was a 50-50 flat pass. I thought they were going to pull it up for forward. Lenny Kraft catches the ball, chips over the top. It gone to the sideline. How did he stay in the field to play? Then he veered back inside. He caught Timmy Smith on the wrong foot, strolls over to score a sensational try that really only Lenny Kraft can score.
He's only got 2-foot arms, and he's ripped that ball in with one hand at full pelt.
The guy is a freak. Lenny Kraft is an absolute genius. I think that has taken the score to 30 points to 18, Reggie.
Do you really think that pass was a 50-50 pass?
Well, Joey Butler was on the sideline here. You can tell him that it went forward. Look, I would have been happy. It wouldn't have worried me. I'm happy now that they've scored, but it could have went either way. I see there's been a couple of plate replacements here, Reggie, with 10 to go. Brad Collette has come on for Daniel Ellis. Rowan Pottinger's off the field. Brady Benkovic's taken his spot out there. Brad Collette's on. It's good to see Brad back into the A-grade scheme of things. The kid is an absolute dynamo when he's on, Brady Collette.
He had a fantastic game.
I've spoke to him many, many times. He's only got to get himself fit, show a real commitment. That kid could be anything, Brad Collette. I'm telling you now, could be anything. Here's Bailey Taylor to convert the try to make it 32 points to 18. That he does. 6.5 minutes to go in this match here at Scone Park, and the Rams have jumped away to a 32 points to 18 lead here to kick the round 15 off for the Group 21 BHP Billiton match of the round. No doubt the match of the round up here at Where's the Will Day. Here's Ewan Bartholomew. Bailey Taylor gets the ball, goes backwards, gives it to Brady Bankovic, and Bankovic's tackled just on the 20-metre line by the Scone boys. I haven't got a handle on number 17, Reggie, for the Scone, or number 16, so we'll try and find that out. I'm not 100% sure, so my apologies for not knowing those two boys' names. Muswellbrook are trying to work it out from their own end zone now. Ball goes out to Jeff Saruko. Had a fair game, Jeff Saruko as well. Charges up about 25 metres out from his own line. Holman at dummy half. I see Tyler Austin in that tackle. Here's big Reggie Saunders. They go down the short side. Hard man to put down to the ground. He's still carrying players up towards the halfway line. Corey Holman at dummy half out to Cade Barney. Cade Barney puts the ball. It's kicked into a Scone player, and it's retrieved out the back by Ewan Bartholomew. So Ewan Bartholomew's made his way back up over the 40-metre mark. I don't know if that's 6 to go, but anyway, the Rams are still in possession. Ball goes to Benkovic. He charges at the Scone defence. He's put down about 48 from his own line. Holman, it's a sloppy play, the ball, and he's called it lost. Called it lost.
I'm not too sure if that's a Collison out there.
Jake Collison?
Could be.
Might
16.
be Jake Collison, who played in reserve grade. I think you're right.
Might be number 16, Jake Collison.
Interesting thing here, Reggie. Sam Taylor, he's been off the field. Timmy Smith's coming off the field now. Sam Taylor's going back on. I think Sam Taylor's going to go back. What's he going to do? Is he going to go back to fullback? They won't let him make the call until now. Here's James Everly, had a quiet game. Someone's had a head clash out there, Reggie. Who is that? Is that Cade Boney? I think Cade Boney's had a head clash with James Everly out there off the scrum base.
great concern showed anyway from the Scone side.
He has. Cade Boney is actually...
He hasn't moved.
He went in for the tackle with James Everly and on James Everly, I should say, and there's no question. I think there's a head clash there. I don't know who else was in that tackle. Maybe Jacob Ellis. I think Jacob Ellis and Cade Boney are in that tackle on James Everly. I was just about to say, James Everly has had a quiet game, Reggie.
Most definitely, yeah. We haven't called his name much, and
he was in the thick of action last week against Aberdeen. Well into the thick of the action last week up here, which Aberdeen surprised them and beat them through sheer intensity. And I just saw a signal by one of the league safes from Muswellbrook, Reggie. I don't think Cade Boney's real well out there.
He's getting up, that's the main thing, that's important.
He's on his knees. He's back to his haunches now. He's up on his feet. He's had a. He's definitely had a head clash. I don't know. He's a hole in his face.
He might have a busted nose.
Well, let's hope that's all it is, Reg. Let's hope that's all it is.
Won't do anything for his modelling career anyway.
Well, Jaden Kennedy's coming onto the field for Cade Boney. There's 4 minutes and 41 seconds to go for the end of this match. We'll try and get a handle on this because this is this could have some repercussions for next week in the major semi. Let's hope that Cade Boney is just sort of he might have copped a hit in the mouth.
Yeah, he's holding his mouth.
Yeah, I think he might have put some teeth through his bottom lip. Let's hope that's all it is. He's still talking. That's a good sign. Here's Scone. Can they finish the game on a little bit of a high leading into next week's minor semi-final? They're at the 40-metre line. Slim 10 by Jesse Rudder. One of the Austin boys, and that's Tyler. Makes his way to the Rams' 30-metre line. Jared Wicks playing out wide. Gets the ball on to Tim Watson. What a great tackle by Zach Webb on Timmy Watson. Nicholas Watson, I should say. Johnny Johnson gets the ball. Short pass. No, he doesn't. He dummies and goes himself on to Nick Watson again. Ball goes out to Kyle Wiltshire. He comes to the 10-metre line. He passes it back inside to Jared Wicks. Jared Wicks comes to Benkovic, and Benkovic tacks him around the legs. 5 metres out. Quick play the ball. Johnson goes himself from dummy. Flat pass to Suckley, and he's over.
And there's something happening in the back play.
No, that was just a tackle on Holman onto number 17, who we still can't get the name of. But, you know, where have I seen that combination before from Johnson to Suckley? Close to the post, flat pass.
You would have fit a B double straight through that sideways, that gap.
32 to 22, kick the cum. He's not going to miss this, Sam Taylor. That'll make it 32 to 24. Did I go off too early? There's still 3.5 minutes to go, and I said that Scone, Muswellbrook have wrapped it up.
Well, I can guarantee you Muswellbrook will take a slow trip back up to halfway.
Yeah, there'll be no sprint. Let's be honest.
Jesse Rudder will call time out. So I think it'll be just under 2 minutes, about under 3 minutes. But
well, 32 to 24 here at Scone Park, and I know how much a win here, regardless of the outcome in the, I think the semi-finals. Well, we know Scone are going to host the minor semi-final next Sunday. But regardless of that, a win here on Where There's a Will Day, Reg, will mean the world to the Scone Thoroughbreds.
Yeah, most definitely, mate. We'll be back up here in 2 weeks, next weekend then.
Yes. Here's Bailey Taylor kicking the ball off. Big, deep kick. Who's caught that ball? Gary McKean. Gary McKean gets the ball onto Tyler Ross and charges up over his 10. He's hitting a good 3-man tackle there. Right on his own 15-metre mark. Ball goes from Johnny Johnson out to, who's that? Nick Martin? Nick Watson. No, it's not. We still haven't got a handle on that number 17. Ball goes out to Jared Wicks. Jared Wicks finds a gap. Goes inside one. Full of running. Look at Jared Wicks. Great leg speed. Gives the ball on to Sam Taylor. And Sam Taylor's monstered by Jacob Ellis, who's come from the other side of the field to put him down. 21 metres out from the Rams line. Nick Watson. Ball goes out to, number 16.
I think it's Collison.
Collison. It's Jake Collison. He's tackled right on the Muswellbrook 20-metre line. Ball goes Johnson, dummy half, long ball out the back to Gary McCoon. Gary McCoon charges at the defence, gives a short pass into Jake Bailey. Jake Bailey tries to wrestle off 3 defenders, and he's hitting a good tackle 15 metres out on the last. What is Scone going to do? Ball goes out there. Ball, Johnny Johnson, short pass on to Jeff Sirico. He's not going to go too far with an intercept. He's tackled 25 metres out from his line. The pressure's off the Rams.
He wasn't tackled.
Great hands by Jeff Sirico. He shut that play down brilliantly. And a quicker man probably would have ran 80 metres to score. But unfortunately fortunately for Scone, it was only poor old Jeff. Ball goes out to Brad Collette now. There's 1 minute and 8 seconds to go in this match. Yeah, it's a penalty to the Rams there. They were all over Brad Collette. Jake Bailey was the culprit. The Rams will see this last minute out. 32 points to 24 here at Scone Park. It's been a marvellous day here, Reg.
Mate, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's actually been a great day out.
So to finish this last 45 seconds, Corey Holman gets the ball. He gives the ball on to Jaden Kennedy. Jaden Kennedy goes straight into the Scone defence. He's 40 metres out from the Scone line. Ball goes from Holman on to Benkovic. Benkovic gets the ball, jinks inside 1. He's tackled about 38 metres from the Scone line. Here's the ball out to Dylan Thorne. Dylan Thorne looks for an outside runner. He doesn't. 20 seconds to go. He makes his way up to the 30-metre mark. Can they finish this match off with a try? Holman out the back to Lenny Craft, who looks like he's filling in for Cade Barney. On to you, Bartholomew. Flat pass out to Jaden Kennedy. Is it Jaden Kennedy? Yes, it is. He's playing on the wing.
3 seconds.
3 seconds to go here on Where There's a Will Day. Corey Holman's going to get the ball. He's going to be taken into touch. And that's the end of the match here up at Scone Park. It's been a fantastic day, a fantastic game. It's 32 points to 24 here. Disappointing for the Scone Thoroughbreds to not win today, but their main priority will be the minor semi-final up here next Sunday. As for the Rams, they've finished the season off in style, 32 points to 24. They host the major semi-final against Singleton next Saturday at Olympic Park in Muswellbrook. And what a weekend we have in store next week, Reggie. We will find out who the top 4 is with the games tomorrow.
Yeah, mate, that was the inaugural Where There's a Will match between Muswellbrook and Scone. This will be an annual event. Muswellbrook are now taking out the shield and the rights to hold this game next year. So that's a big thing. It's congratulations to the Rams on that. Let's not forget that. There was a lot on the line, but a very emotionally charged day. To Pauline and Hilton Carrigan, they've done a fantastic job. To the Where There's a Will Foundation, and especially Mick Reynolds, who orchestrated today and has done a fantastic job. I can't go without thanking Taya, our assistant, and of course our video camera lady, Chic Taylor.
Legend Chic Taylor.
She's done a fantastic job today, and
absolutely,
we'll be with her tomorrow. But well done, and well done to the behaviour of the crowd as well. It's been fantastic.
I echo all those thoughts, Reggie. There's not too much more I can say on the day. Mick Reynolds summed it up, and overall, it's set the scene for a great tradition to continue somewhat in this regard for both teams to celebrate. And I think that's for the golden word here, Reggie, to celebrate the occasion of Will Carrigan, and also young Jai Taylor, and to really bring forth the importance of
positive well-being.
Positive well-being, there's no question.
And look, it starts in the schools. It starts with, like I said, it's the same as the Slip, Slop, Slap campaign.
Yeah.
To be open to talk about those conversations, and you've got to step up. Sometimes you've got to put your hand up. So, other than that, mate, thank you very much for your time and volunteering as well.
No worries, mate. It's been a pleasure.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Pleasure to be up here.
On behalf of BHP Group 21, thank you very much to everyone that's come, and we hope you've enjoyed the day. To Chic Taylor, well done, thank you, and we'll let you take over for the commentary down there.
Well,
Boys, thanks very much. Good display of footy, eh? Like, pretty hard, pretty tough. Well played, Muswellbrook. Too good on the day, but the day was more than just a result of the footy game. Today's been absolutely outstanding, but congratulations to Muswellbrook. They're the inaugural winners of the WhereThere's Shield. Congratulations, boys. If I could just get Wes to come over here and say a couple of words, please.
First of all, I'd like to thank all the fans and sponsors that come down today.
Thanks, Chic.
It's great to be down at Scone Park. Thanks to the Muswellbrook boys. It's always tough with the follow, so today was no different. Thanks to our boys, stuck in there. Obviously wasn't the result that we wanted, but then we'll start next week, so good luck. Obviously Muffy was on board for us.
Thanks, big fella. Good on you. Like I said, boys are very disappointed about the result, but Pauline asked you to give it your best shot, and I don't think there's any doubt about that. You didn't let them get away from you, so good on you, boys. To the Muswellbrook boys, congratulations. Kate, you come over here and accept this, mate.
I'd just like to thank the Muswellbrook boys and the Scone boys. It was a nice tough game, just how Will used to play. I'd also like to thank Will's family for starting this. We've also had a bit of a traffic in our club, but a lot of real close to our heart, so we'll definitely be back here next year fighting very hard for this. So, thank you.
Just on behalf of Where There's a Will, I'd just like to congratulate Muswellbrook and Scone. Bad luck, fellas, but anyway, you put it up to them. It was a great game. Yeah, and just on behalf of Where There's a Will, I'd just like to thank the crowd, everyone, Todd, everyone else for turning up. This has been just blows your mind. Anyway, congratulations, everyone. In my eyes, you're both winners, so congratulations.
Well said, Hill, and I just want to break the back and thank the crowd, thanks to the girls up there in the merchandise tent, all the sponsors, our boys, Donna and Darren, all the Muswellbrook people today, a huge difference. Also the boys in green, they always cop a bit of a ribbon, but thanks to them for playing their part today. All right, Muswellbrook boys, you're more than welcome to come back to the club and have a few beers, and we'll get down there and get this auction rocking and rolling and have a few beers and doing what we're here for, to put our arms around one another and have a yarn and doing good. Also, just like to say, I didn't know this till just now, the referees have donated their payments for today to the WhereThere's cause, so thanks to them guys. Also, just want to pass on, as you know, we're at Murrurundi early today. We had to get back down here to watch this game. But I just got a text from an old Scone old boy, Dean Taylor, who was doing the auction up there. Currently, they're sitting at $10,700. So when you consider there was 19 jumpers in a town that size, they're averaging $500-600 a jumper. That's an unbelievable effort from a little town. So congratulations then. All right, thanks everyone again. We'll see you all down the club. Good luck for the rest of the season, Muswellbrook and Scone.
Every day, the men and women of BHP gather across Australia and around the world to produce the resources that fuels our transport, powers our industries, warms our homes, cooks our food, and makes possible the technologies that will help build a cleaner, more sustainable future for all of us. Imagine what we can do next if we continue to think big. Think big.